see. Good.
Gutter is my kicker.
Oh, fun. Okay.
You're not live.
Fun.
It should be going live now-ish.
That's a relevant thing, I guess.
Oh, well, let's also start recording. Are we not live?
Are you on the? You're in the guild ball. You locked on. Ah, there we are.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Just a couple seconds behind, obviously.
Yes, obviously. Okay. And you're in the wrong room. They have already started in the other room. They have already started in the other room.
I don't want to save the game. I don't want to save the game. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go.
Fantastic.
Okay. I think I'm comfortable with that. Do your worst.
So we got the union kicking.
Worse.
We got the union kicking.
I love
Also-
at the beginning of it that Edwin was like, "No, I don't want to win this. I don't want to have to make the choice." It was exactly the same conversation I had playing against Hayden when we were in our loser bracket game.
You don't want to have the choice. What do you mean?
The choice of kicking, it's just having to actually go about doing stuff. So much work.
I don't know. I'm the guy who seems to, the only person in the world who seems to really like kicking instead of receiving.
I don't know. I play a lot of Fishers, and I tend to kick with them, but also Corsair. So
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm the worst kind of human being. I play Thresher and Corsair and all of those guys.
Clear, and she can kick.
Nice.
By the way, a feedback we got, and we should stick to that, is not only say the names, but
There we go.
also
That's not hateful.
list the name of the player and maybe what side he's playing, because there are players who just don't know
Yeah, it was
Bob.
awesome.
Drop it over.
You know what I mean?
Let's see what we can do.
Yeah, I should have that in the title, but I can add
Then, well, good luck to you.
some
Yeah, that'll
titles
be
to what's
good.
going on
Banger.
in
Looking forward to
this.
it, so.
Let's
Yeah.
say
Good luck.
text.
All right. So let's see.
I gotta get my tokens.
Oh sure, yeah. If you want to grab those, so we'll keep going.
Yeah. You can.
So, do you know by heart where the two guys are from?
I know Edwin is one of the Australian players, so he's one of our APAC guys.
Mm-hmm. And Edwin is Johnny Pastrami, right?
No. Johnny Pastrami is Johnny Wedzicha. Wedzicha.
Okay.
I mean, everyone just calls him Pastrami. It's so much easier than the Polish last name.
Okay.
And he is on Alchemists, and then Edwin is the APAC representative playing from Australia. I believe he's from New South Wales, but I could always be wrong.
Okay, I think we'll do something like
But
that.
definitely Ducky and all those guys are.
2 compound, 2 calculus, and nothing for flask.
They're all relatively close, and they know Edwin is probably one of the best national players in the region.
Alright.
One of the best players in Australia. So it makes sense that he would make it into potentially the finals of this.
4, that's 8, 9, 10,
Johnny,
11, 12, 13.
Obviously, that is green.
Alright, good shit.
Future green.
So Mr. Compound will go first. We'll sprint. So like it's about like 5.
So,
change there.
Compound goes first. He always wants to be as far away from the goal as possible, right?
Yeah, exactly. Never wants to stay close to the goal. Rush Keeper and Noxious Odor are totally outside of his color pie. I feel like he's going to be passing the ball over to Smoke, for instance, and then trying to dodge back into range of his abilities.
So 3-die tap or 2-die tap.
Oh, this is interesting.
I got
He gives it to Catalyst.
off of that.
Yeah.
And
he's gonna-
Catalyst dodged forward for an instant play on,
No,
wow.
no. I feel like it's compound dodging back for it. Catalyst is going to now
Aw,
use the
come
ball
on.
to dodge later in the turn.
Yeah, and we'll put him.
I still think that would have been fun.
Oh, to just see Catalyst dodge up and then go after Gutter in the next one. No, I
Yes.
feel like that's just like an auto, like Gutter runs in, like sucks him in, steals the ball from him, and passes it back, so the rest of his team is like, wee! They just use this there on springboard.
Okay, Benny's gonna go. He's just gonna wander up 4.
Oh, Benediction.
Classic Benny things.
Yeah, moving up and just being the anchor for the rest of the team. I think we're putting Sturdy on Gutter.
Yes. Yes. And this is pretty much the best position you can have Benny in, right? In cover, just being there.
Oh yeah, just I'm in the way. What's up, guys? Don't even worry about it.
At the WTC, actually, Benny was one of my most beloved star players. He scored goals, had a takeout or two. He had ring outs, all of that. So I really love playing him.
Yeah, Benediction is a great model. You get free passes, you get free heals, you just
Coin's gonna go.
so much anti-tech. It's basically like mini Peck, but on a larger base.
And just wander to near the range.
Yes.
If we took Peck and Haro and mixed them together and then added a whole bunch of really good pushes.
Good old Minxie.
Which reminds me that, if we ever decide to buff Peck, which is absolutely necessary, we need to buff Benediction as well.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Those guys go in tandem.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, we know that with this errata coming, that we have to nerf that Catalyst once again, and just overall, the Alchemists have been way too strong. So, Peck and all of like the debuffers, Esther probably gets a buff, and then anyone that adds conditions is just losing all of their conditions, and yeah, conditions just do way too much in this game.
That's true. That's absolutely true. Also, don't forget the flat -1/-1 speed nerf that all alchemists get.
That would be that might be a little oppressive.
You think?
No, it's great. Let's do it.
Yeah.
And the flat 3/3 buff that we're giving to all farmers.
Want a tagger?
We decided that farmers, they're actually going to be the healthiest because they directly impact the food supply, right? So they'll be
Yes.
the ones that get the most buffs.
Also, I think that the reintroduction of tooled up into farmers is absolutely necessary.
Yeah. Having 2 damage on one was not enough for them. So we decided that in order to deal with the menace that is the Brewers, because obviously the Brewers are the #1 team in football right now, that we had to buff farmers in order to match so that we could kind of have a natural predator.
Yes.
Here.
Yeah.
Throw a bunch
And we also feel that blacksmiths were underperforming, so we made sure to buff cast. Her second column is now triple momentous, and you do 16 damage.
Yes. Minimum.
Without buffs. And she can actually target anyone that's within 18 inches of her. So basically, we decided that as long as Hearth could activate first and give her at least 2 results, that you could delete anyone on the pitch.
Also, cast can now be played 5 times in one team.
Yeah. You basically just take a team that's Hearth and 5 casts, and you and you activate them all simultaneously.
Because it's cast basically, so you
Yeah.
you can actually total something like Benediction in one round, just dealing an average of 66 damage to him and taking him out 3 times right away.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and you get the momentum until you took him out 3 times right away. So that's 18 momentum. Oh no, let's see. Yeah, 18 momentum because it doubles whenever you take a model out instead of just giving you an extra 1. So you get
Yes.
18 momentum, and you get all 12 points because you also get an extra 2 victory points per takeout with gas.
Yes, because she takes out for fun. It's just like with the order, you get an extra AVP if you do what you're actually good at.
I mean, remember, so in our teaser, right, we said that we were going to change the. I hope that everyone watching this potentially realizes that we're joking around. None of this is real. There are excellent errata changes very close on the horizon, especially if this is the last game of the tournament.
So how can this be the last game of the tournament? I might be tired, so.
So we've got 3 players that are at 3-0, right? And if one of those players loses the playdown, which is the Chris Wedding into Steve Cole matchup, then this will be the finals match because the winner of this will be the only remaining undefeated. So this match is the finals only if Chris cannot keep up his winning streak and loses to Steve Cole, who is on Alchemists.
Exactly. If Steve wins his game, this is actually the final table. That's true.
Yes, that's why it's so important that we're streaming it, even though it's 1 a.m. or nearly, 1 a.m.
Quarter
for
past
you.
1 a.m. in the morning for me, yeah.
For me, I mean, it's what, 7:15 in the morning, and for Edwin, it's probably about 9:15, and for Johnny, it's probably the opposite, about 7 p.m. So it's like perfect timing for those guys. Terrible timing for Europe.
It is. Well, on the other hand, I mean, shout out to Mr. Dumb Block, hashtag not showing, who decided to, abandon us on this cast.
I mean, I can understand when midnight rolls around and you're like, I don't want to stay up this late.
That's a great question.
And then you grab another beer.
Okay. Now, I kind of missed how these dice rolls went off on the plays, but it looks like Gutter's taken some damage. Minx hasn't, so I would assume that the...
It was the fire blast, wasn't it? That damaged her.
Okay.
And it missed Minx.
Okay. And then did the condition not go on?
Yeah, we should have maybe paid some attention to the game.
Okay. I've already entered them.
Oh, by the way, Brian, what do you think if they take a break at one point, we could show a teaser for the fantastic art we're coming up with for the cards.
That's gonna happen.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. This smelling salts from Hemlock. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna undo that placement. I just need to read Smoke's.
Yeah, absolutely. If there's any breaks in the action, I'm more than willing to pop random teasers into this. Feel free to send me whichever teasers you want. I'll make sure that they get in.
Oh,
yeah. Okay. So
6 inches off of her.
I think.
Like, something else at 6 inches away, or she can just target herself.
Alright, give me a sec.
yeah.
So, it's wordy, but yeah, it's kind of goofy. And then she also has a gun, which is 3 damage or whatever on like a conditioned person.
Football Community Project is absolutely taking over my computer at this point.
And I'm gonna go 2 forward.
Okay.
Get rid of some of these auras.
Well, you've been
See.
some of the art you've had to do. You said you were choosing between almost 100 different art files, right? So
Yes.
yeah, I
Yes.
can see the inundation. Let's see.
Oh god.
There we go.
Let's just pull up my OBS again. Creep in a little.
We can actually just make invisible for sake of clarity.
Save image.
I mean, with Midas in the in the errata, it's not a big surprise for everybody, I guess, because
Yeah, I mean, if Midas not in the errata, you kind of just have to give up at that point. We wouldn't actually be a community project because the community wants Midas in every errata. that was one of the reasons why we even started the community project, right? Because we didn't see Midas in the last errata, and we just decided, hey, you know, something's wrong here.
Exactly.
I love how neither of us are because I guess the remaining founding member of the community project is Niels, right?
I am. I was on there with Niels on day one, so
Oh, okay. I thought it was Haron and Niels initially. I guess they started the
me because
Discord, and then yeah,
they
you
started this, yeah.
yeah.
And Heron and I were already in the group for the WTC.
Yep.
So
The story of the
Yes,
beginning.
I think.
yeah,
Such, like,
it's still a very
as well
sore
like,
point for me,
but
to
I
be
think
honest.
the safest thing with how everything
I can
so much.
100%
So
understand
okay,
that.
Smoke is going to pass.
The hotel still hasn't
pass the
paid the money
catalyst.
back, by the way.
He seems
The what has what?
cool.
The hotel has never paid back the money that they owe me
4 die
for
Captain into him. Do I
the
pass the
WTC.
catalyst? Yeah, probably. Yeah, we'll shoot it at catalyst. Yeah, 4 dice.
Well, there is
So
an errata image that took over half the screen for a second there.
what did you do?
And I guess that's not an errata image. It is a teaser though. And it's a very nice teaser. It's hiding there up in the corner by Horizon. Not even hiding. It's pretty visible.
Not having seen what you're doing, can you describe what went on the screen for a second there?
So basically what happened is it loaded in full size. And so the crook of the cane was kind of over the pitch. And the head of this image was kind of over all of the visitor side. And then I slowly resized it down instead of creating a separate scene. I just hot fixed it in. So the recorded and Twitch version of the game will have a massive image of a head that sized down now and is in the top corner next to the Horizon picture on the home team side.
Oh, okay. So there's another teaser that, comes back to the Midas patches.
Yeah, all those Midas patches. I guess it's Smoke's turn. So we got movement on Minx and Gutter that caused them to gain conditions. Or, no, I guess Smoke got in, put conditions on both of them.
That's Smoke. Go for it.
And then jump back to the cover.
Yeah, Gotha is clearing conditions.
Yep. And going for
And she's charging Catalyst.
Yeah. She wants that ball. We're going for the goal. She's gonna try and get between the fire and the poison right there. Touching compound. Maybe?
Huh. That doesn't sound great.
You don't have to be crowded out by compound. I guess that's also a choice, but
Ooh.
Why would I select that when you've got counter charge?
This is another X image.
That's true. It is an option. It is an option that is on the table.
No. High level strategy option. Yep.
This is the high level strategy options.
So here's the lure.
I'll put.
Oh, you know what we can do? We can post a teaser of sorts for every goal that gets scored. That sounds funny.
Yeah, I like it. I am going to be setting up.
Push on 1. Okay.
Yeah, push on 1, double push on 3.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm going to be setting up this next one.
Was that night? Yep.
That'll probably be helpful for you to know.
It's not going to allow me to do that.
You're struggling.
This too would also probably be helpful.
Got a lot of things now all of a sudden coming down on me. Why is this not? Why is this not? Save it as not a PDF. Save it as
Well, I actually love that you're permanently showing the teaser character on the side.
Yep, it's just gonna stay there. People are gonna wonder what it is. don't have a way to convert that PDF the way that I want it to.
Sorry, I'm just putting second gutter over. 'Cause
So gutter actually fits in between all
Oh,
the,
no worries.
auras.
You do have the potential of a goal threat. It is
yeah, I
there.
know.
Yeah, I mean,
It is there.
let's see. Could be engaging compound, fitting in the auras, and
It's-
with the
it's right there for
ball.
ya.
And is it the case that that catalyst declared a counterattack against gutter because there's no sort of knockdown or anything?
Yeah, why not? Gutter
Hmm.
is just gonna get to this position outside of 1.
Because obviously
inside of 2, inside of
Johnny
6.
used his
Okay, perfect.
So 9 dice minus 2 goes
thingy
to
thing.
7 into a 2-0 because I'm
Hmm.
anatomical.
Uses momentum.
Yep,
I know the
works too
words.
Nice, wrap to the 2.
Wrap to the 2.
Nice. So gutter wraps to the 2. What is he going to do with it?
That wraps it around to the tackle, right?
Okay, sounds good.
Come again?
Does that wrap it around to the tackle?
And I heal 1.
He knocked him down and
Yeah.
something else. So
You could wrap to the
ball.
momentous one there. Yeah.
Position and that's gutter, not
Can understand.
ball goes elsewhere.
Yeah, with the knockdown and tackle being on the same.
the ball. Swing it to my
The knockdown and tackle being on the same
There we go.
Column.
column.
Yeah, which is absolutely too strong. No, we should fix that.
Scatter.
Yeah, that's
Way
okay.
too strong.
We'll let it live on all smoky treats, I think.
Living on smoky treats.
Okay.
Love to see it.
I don't think Edwin was hoping for that to be
Now I'm
You
gonna
know.
take a swing at the compound with
the
5
result.
Yeah, 5 dice into 3-0.
Look at that
Actions.
production value, showing us the gutter card. Are you going to do this for every active
So
player then?
I mean, I might as well.
Yeah, that's true.
is just gonna be the momentous 2 damage.
Just means that I have to keep up with the production.
Down.
So Gutter swung into compound because I guess resilience is already
Heal 1.
procced, and so this is the point at which Edwin's just trying to get ahead on momentum to start the next turn
Partially
out,
cleared.
and hopefully
Yeah.
having kind of a gutter activation
So
that's
your
going to just
activation ends, you do take 2 damage
sucker a
extra
bunch of
from
people,
Catalyst, from
but Gutter's
toxicity.
going to be at 8 points. So this is really a trade on that on the
Read that.
Edwin's side of the table for the Optimist, and if Gutter does not activate,
And then
you'll
end
be in
of
trouble.
turn, Minx
Or he'll
takes
be in trouble.
That's true.
well, yeah, Minx is at full, so then she gets Benediction healed, then takes 3 down to 11, and then Gutter goes to 8.
And now Edwin's going to play a 7
And I'll
or a
hit
6.
He could play either pretty comfortably, depending on if he got both 7s or both 6s. He could also play a 5. But it just really kind of depends on what his cards are. And obviously, we can't see what they are. So we will be just as surprised as everyone else.
Smoky cloud goes away.
With Gutter activating and getting just basically free swings into Catalyst, how much damage can she do?
All my cocky dookie gets out of there.
Well,
It's just going to be 5
she's-
dice on a 2-0. So it'll be, what, 3 damage? I mean, if you can get enough attacks, maybe?
12 damage.
I think she's probably topping out at either 12 or 12 to 15 damage against Catalyst,
Yes.
and then dying for it.
Mhm.
Because either, I mean, any of the models over there could finish Gutter just by looking at her funny.
I mean, yeah.
Take that one.
Especially Flask, right?
So,
Especially Flask. I think Flask is the
Alright,
most
ready to
dangerous one
go.
there.
Mm-hmm.
alright, so
Obviously,
full
this is the
focus.
veteran captain Flask
Oh,
model.
Slices early. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, orange slices.
I do like Johnny's response there. Using it early.
Yeah, she's a spooky lady, that's for sure.
I
Given
don't know
very
that it...
reasonable, as was Minx said,
Huh.
where she
Does
was
it make
so-
enough difference? I don't
Okay,
think so.
Well, guess who
I don't know that it
activates
does.
my,
I mean, Tough Hide's definitely going on Catalyst. Because that means
Yep.
that any wraps on Gutter are basically
Yep.
meaningless. And now Gutter is topping out at 8 damage potentially, as long as no misses happen. The other option is that Gutter attacks the compound, breaks resilience, buys another attack or so, and then tries to just get out of there. Because Rage has no charge, because of that fire pit that Mercury's got. The only other thing that you have is really having Minx jump in and try and kill someone, but I don't know that that's going to happen.
Could you? No, you can't really pull in anyone.
Yep.
No, Gutter could jog and grab Calculus as well, and just try and siphon off Calculus by basically scything blow off of Catalyst.
Mm.
That's kind of your best option.
On Hemlock, 4 on Gutter.
But yeah, I think Gutter has been put into a pretty difficult position here because Gutter has to go first. It's an easy snapback from the Alchemist player, and your only option is to hit 5/5s or 5/2s every time against Catalyst. Any one kind of messes up your chain.
That really feels like a misplay putting Gotha up there.
Yeah, it was nice because it gave him the momentum. Otherwise, he would have lost that momentum race. But I think keeping it back and kind of playing a little bit more defensively against Smoke is probably the right play. But Johnny is such a good defensive gun line, no frills. I don't really want to play this game, so I'm just gonna sit over here. Player.
Mm-hmm.
That this is like the potentially one crucial mistake that we'll see that could kind of snowball the game in Smoke's favor.
And then that is my 12, and then your activation.
What is the best way to extract Gutter here?
Swing at Catalyst.
Come again?
What is the best way to extract Gutter?
5 dice.
5 dice, 1 for knockdown, 1 for compound.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, +1, -1. Yeah. So nice.
What is 5 successes?
Momentous Scything Blow.
Hell yeah, you will.
Yeah, he takes Scything Blow on everyone. Yeah.
And then 3 on my
Scything
I mean,
Blow.
that's Compound and Catalyst.
Compound and Catalyst. Yep.
I'll take a swing into compound.
That still means the Catalyst is at 21 going here.
Let's go for it.
Mm-hmm. I'm swinging at
Yep.
Compound.
Yep, that's popped.
Okay.
Hey, it's already there. Cool. How convenient.
Procs the resilience. Gutter goes again. Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's just gonna be him beating a retreat.
Bonus time.
Alright, yeah, 6 dice.
He's going for the knockdown.
I'll knock him down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
looks like it.
Got him.
It's amazing. Okay.
And then run.
Take a swing into Vetcat.
Oh.
He's just gonna try and walk out after this.
Momentous Scything Blow.
Yep.
Okay. So it leaves Compound at 10 and Catalyst at 19.
That's actually a much better turn than I expected it to become.
Wander back 6.
Yeah, it means that he can kind of ignore a compound countercharge, and it kind of forces Johnny as the Smoke player to really just have to pick an avenue. I think if I were in Johnny's shoes, it might just be a catalyst countercharge here to just end Gutter.
Okay, cool.
But then that opens Catalyst up to Minx, which isn't going to be a kill, Minx and Rage and all that. Or
Catalyst can't reach Minx right now, right? It's not fast
I
enough.
don't believe he can, because Catalyst is on what, 5/8 if he charges. Well, that's interesting.
Go for it.
He is just standing Compound up to reactivate his countercharge. But as far as I can tell, it looks like Minx is in charge range of Catalyst.
It's 10.
That was the 10 that I just popped up, and that does have Minx in the range.
Okay. Well,
So we could see a charge onto Minx with Catalyst to try and just generate a bunch of AoE damage.
clean conditions.
Yeah. I do think Smoke has a fairly easy kill on either of the two models. And obviously with Hemlock going here, it's going to be a clear conditions on one of the models.
Countercharge. And just seeing
At this point, I think is she standing on Gutter? No, not really, but it's really close.
Hold on, just go back.
Okay.
Leave her
Yep.
where she was. Yeah. So
I think
just clone it up or whatever, because
Yeah.
The
Okay.
last movement was like a little tight because you might have went over Gutter's base.
Yeah, I think Hemlock was actually for this movement. I think Johnny's right to say this, but I think Hemlock needs to kind of go around the other
Yeah,
way
it's just close.
and
That's
never
always
touch
why,
the
otherwise-
Yeah. No.
the Rush Keeper. If it were me, at least, that's what I would try and do. Is I'd try and go the other way.
And so copy again for the 2. So there is space between them to edge around.
You should be just go 1-1.
Yeah. I still think you're better off moving the other way around the base.
Yeah, it's with having to go around Gutter.
Should we offer them a judge call on this?
The south route potentially.
Okay,
Like up through spots
let's
and
look
then
at the south route.
Yeah,
Okay, they're discussing the south route. I'll just
Yeah.
I will not jump in while they're actively trying to solve their own problem because I think that
Absolutely.
that it's fine. It's a good thing with players of this caliber and amongst Guild Ball. I've noticed that in the community is that you'll see.
That would be 6
Um,
there.
You are clipping the box currently there.
Yep.
Okay. They're trying to work this out, but you'll see people kind of work it out and get a good play versus being like, oh no, you did it wrong. I'm not going to tell you. Like I'm not going to help you out at all. Like there's a really nice community to Guild Ball that I enjoy.
I absolutely agree. I was really amazed on the last WTC in Belgium when there were basically no judge calls all tournament long. Just the odd one here and there, but not a constant stream of judge calls. Whereas across the whole, the War Machine Hordes tournament had a whole staff of judges for every room because they needed so many judge calls, they just couldn't, players couldn't sort it for themselves.
That's amazing.
Alright,
That's for Warm Hordes.
Yeah, you get an extra die
Yep.
because it's knocked out. Hell
I mean,
yeah.
it sounds like a Magic tournament.
Pretty much.
My
is.
opponent's cheating. He's not. It seems like you're actually cheating. What?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, alright, fair enough. So
I actually played against one of my last win-ins for a day 2 when I was playing competitive Magic. It was the Legacy tournament. I played against a cheater who had been banned twice, and shortly after playing me was banned a 3rd time from Magic, which was his lifetime ban. And the entire time I had my friends watching on my side of the table, not because I thought he would cheat me or anything, and there was a judge hovering our table the entire round. And
Oh, wow.
My opponent was very prescient to the fact that there's a judge sitting over both of our shoulders. And there was one time where I felt like there was like a card advantage mismatch where he basically played a card, like he drew a card, played a card, and kind of had like it just felt like something was off. And I'm just like, wait a second, this doesn't seem right. And so I'm like, I feel like you might have gotten an extra card here or something. I just want to make sure that we're all above board. Obviously, because he's a known commodity, and so and it ended up that he didn't, but he was like super shook, and the judge, like, he's like, people are just gonna tweet about this and do all these things. I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry, but like, we're in a high stakes round of a match. I wouldn't put it past anyone. Like, even if it weren't you, I wouldn't put it past anyone. And obviously, like, the count isn't going right in my head, and so I just need that second set of eyes.
And were you right? Was it off or?
Nope, no. It was fine. I ended up winning the game too. That was game 3. But he had it was just the speed at which he had drawn his cards had just thrown me off, and so I messed up my count when I was doing my head count of just how many cards he had.
Actually, Hemlock and Gutter are doing a very good job of blocking Rage off to her.
So it looks like Hemlock went. Where are we at here? Flask is gone. It's back to Union, and so
Yeah. So we had Hemlock come over, then Flask passing to Smoke, who's now holding the ball, right?
Put Beaker Keeper up on Mercury. I thought Smoke always had the ball. I think Flask.
Oh yeah, Smoke always had the ball. I'm sorry. It looked to me as Flask would have had it, but no. And now Calculus is activated and came up.
Gutter's poison for a free character play.
No, so why is it? Oh, coin. It's because coin went and didn't show these activated. Coin went and put
then
bag of
I'll
coffers on
drop
Minx.
a fat poison AoE.
Oh, somebody's joining.
Look at us go. We're not alone in the universe. We're screaming into the void, but we are being
Yes.
heard.
Those two lovely ladies.
Calculus is the active player.
So into gutter. Got her 2 damage poison. It's a very short-term borrow. And then hemlock.
Oh,
Get
nice.
got. Take that.
Ooh,
2 damage poison for her as well.
hits both of them.
And then
Yeah.
into Minxels, 1 die.
Pulled the poison, did all the
There you go.
damage,
Hot fire. Boo, 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 boo.
All the 6.
and now got a blind on Minx. Wow.
And then that's calculated around 5,000.
Yeah, Edwin's absolutely right. All the 6s. Johnny is rolling hot. Oh, I played against Hayden yesterday, right? The Morse player, and he got
Yes.
Nice.
one of his attacks where he was attacking into 4s. Can't even remember who this was on. I think it was on UKI.
She's in range.
Attacking into UKI, 9 dice on 4s. Rolls 8 of 9 successes on 4s. And like an exact opposite of like the one where it's 7, like Windle with 7 dice rolls 6 ones. I was like, yeah, I guess if I've seen that happen, I'm gonna see the other one happen at least once. That was kind of fun. I did score with Knuckles and Fathom in that game,
Furious charging
and then
calculus.
missed
Okay.
after missing my first Fathom attempt into Morticians. Like, go up, shoot, roll a 1, and then roll a 3, and I'm just like, all I needed was a single 4. Like, on 2 dice, 75% seems fine. Nope, not this time.
Happens sometimes. So is Rage now going into calculus? Looks like it.
Yes, I believe he is. So it looks like Rage dodged.
Happy with there?
Let's see. Rage dodged, gutter over, and then went for a charge on calculus.
Compound, that's the problem.
I do have a counter charge in the chamber. Yeah.
Yeah.
I tuck in here.
I think he's trying to find a way that Rage can ignore a counter charge from compound.
It should be pretty easy to hit him. So.
Yeah.
So I think his best bet might be to jog up and Red Fury gutter. That's
so base to base with gutter then?
No, sorry, I'll just see where that 7, how far the 7 can actually get me.
Yeah. You can get just out of base to base with calculus there.
That means I think what we're trying to see with that is hopefully ignore a double push from compound, and likely with Hemlock there, because Hemlock's got about a 2-inch melee. No, just a 1-inch melee.
I'm pretty sure you can't get to cover. Maybe you can.
I believe he can get to.
Really should clone these.
I believe he can get to cover here.
Mm.
It's right on the edge. It's a difficult call to make potentially. They'll have to finagle that one for sure. But compound having on a charge with 9, 10 dice if calculus is in, and if rage is out of cover, yeah, he'd be just out of cover in my estimation.
Pretty hard to get to cover, yeah.
I mean, that could be an everybody dies turn for catalyst.
Yeah, I think this might be. That's rough. I would probably. Oh boy, I don't know what I would do here. Because you can't get Minx all the way up to compound, I don't think.
You do have to. You are crossing Hemlock's.
Oh, yeah.
Because you have that first line there. Yeah.
That's why I'm looking at the.
This is a difficult
Guys being
position.
very
for
precise.
Rage. Yeah, it's good. It's very good.
There you go. That looks
I mean, compound's countercharge will literally just get up there and push him out.
Yep.
Man, unfortunate.
all right. Yep, sounds good. On the bright side, though, you'll have at least a couple of Red Fury gutter attacks to try and save the day. So. Yeah, I will activate counter charge. Any reactions from you?
There it is, the Rush Keeper.
Sounds good.
Best thing in the game. No one ever is mad about what happens to counter charge.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got
Those
it.
are why Tater is so, welcomed by everyone and beloved by many.
Yeah.
Yes, I love Tater.
I do too.
So good.
Farmers were actually
No,
my
being pissed off.
second guild to get for Guild
Yeah,
Ball
that
that I
is.
actually played.
My second, I mean, if we don't count miners, farmers were also my second guild. But I got Corsair Fish. I got that box. That was my first box ever. Didn't get any other fish.
Yeah, we'll come
Bought
to that.
navigators, and then finished my fish roster, including like getting UKI knuckles and all those things. Then got shark and everything. And then I got my farmers.
So okay, cool.
And I played Grange, and I was like, why would anyone ever play Thresher? Grange is so good. Little did I know.
Okay, I guess I did roll lights out. Jesus Christ.
Compound
Oh my god.
got
What
7
happened?
successes,
Oh,
2
well,
damage,
that's
knockdown,
nice.
and a push
So
here.
you do take 1 damage and get 2 momentum. Enjoy the day on that. And then
Does Rage have 1 armor? Am I
so I think
missing
I just
something?
take the double
I
push.
think he has one.
Let's pull up his
Look.
card.
I should.
Up.
Yes, he does. Okay, so
Yes.
it was just the 6 successes.
Just disappointing. I mean, it's really bad, Compound. It's horrible.
Yeah, it's the worst. So it did get Rising Anger.
Back into the poison in case you do clear.
Poison, what's the poison coming from? Oh, that's coming from when he charged in.
Yeah,
You got
with
double
the-
pushed out.
He charged into calculus.
Yes, got double pushed out.
Alright, and then I get a momentum for the double push. And then that is Mr. Compound. And then
Now it's back to Rage.
Johnny is rolling uber hot.
Yep.
No, 4 dice 4s, no armor.
yeah, 4 dice 4s, yeah.
Okay,
2.
2 from Gutter. It's still a momentous 1 damage, which isn't hateful. That or it's a push, which could be valuable here
Good.
because it potentially allows Rage to actually get a swing against her.
I think at this point he actually wants to push calculus even more to the right, don't you?
Yeah, to allow Minx to actually engage.
Oh, she got jiggled there.
I wonder. Yeah, I guess you can go for the momentous too. I think that yeah, okay. I think we're setting up for a Minx engage.
Yeah, we are. But she's still blinded.
Yes.
Good roll.
Yeah, but 4 damage.
Blind should become a condition.
Gutter did heal 1, yeah.
I believe that would be excellent. I think that you should be able to give blind as a condition. It would also allow some interesting design space, but given the fact that blind is, if it does become a condition,
Okay, sounds good.
yeah, no, if it becomes a condition, it actually loses like all those benefits. You can just be like, okay, 1 momentum, clear it.
No, I'll just hold on to the 2 momentum and see what you do.
Yeah, but without it being a condition, it is actually extremely strong, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no way to clear it. Even if you come back on, it's basically the ultimate debuff. Ooh, I'm really scared for this Catalyst engagement.
Well, then I guess I should go do
Like, I'm glad Catalyst is blind, but
so I'm just gonna light up the whole team, I guess.
It's blind everywhere.
now does Rage... Ooh, Mercury's going for a Fireball. Just blowing everyone up.
Hey,
All these conditions, Union does not do good against condition damage.
okay. Yeah,
I would have...
I mean, they have Hemlock.
Yeah, that's true. At the end of Rage's activation, I think I would have put a bloody coin on Minx to gain the extra 2 tack back and get a +1 damage. I'm surprised he didn't do that, because he has the momentum. He didn't spend the momentum to try and heal his models.
I mean, it gives you 1 tack, not 2.
I mean, yeah, but it's because of the other model that's already engaging them. It effectively negates the -2 tack. But Minx is only on a 3-inch dot or a 3-inch jog until he clears conditions. Pretty brutal.
Union is still at 5 momentum, so clearing condition shouldn't be that hard for Minx, but
Oh, you can clear conditions and be up to a 5-inch jog, which should be enough to get into calculus.
But I still agree. You should have had Bloody Coin on Minx
Yeah,
too,
I'll
if you
Mercury
want
up
to fight
up
this turn.
to
Yeah.
here.
It looks like Mercury did get his
Yeah,
fire
I'm pretty sure.
blast
Yeah, we're
off on rage, and I guess he must have missed on Hemlock and Gutter.
Yeah, so we'll be right there.
Mercury
And
is
then I'll zip Hemlock with an attack. Any reactions?
swinging into Hemlock. I guess he's trying to hit that fireball, or hit a fire blast. I can't quite tell what's going on. So I guess he hit the fireball to get rage initially, buying the attack, trying to get 2 successes on 5s
Hmm.
to go for a fire blast to get all 3 of them.
The momentous fireball.
Maybe it's the opposite.
I will zip.
Fireballs come with, audio cues. Pew, 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 pew.
Yeah. If only we had a soundboard.
Hemlock seems like a cool plan.
Oh, that would be great.
Rage is also there too. I like that guy. So I'm gonna zip Hemlock with that for 2 damage burning.
Okay, so Hemlock's taken the fireball in the face. Mercury just decided the time has come. Yeah, once again, man, if Rage put Bloody Coin on Minx just basically auto deletes one of the models there, and
One to here.
because Smoke is going to get an insane activation.
I don't understand what.
To clear conditions. Yeah, you're just going to put them back on smoke, but I don't want that. Is that splash damage still there from?
It is, yeah.
Diffuse?
He's checking Catalyst, so he's going with Benediction and checking Catalyst to see if there's any splash damage that's going to come out of it.
Yeah.
And that's still there. But if he's spending 4 momentum to clear conditions on Hemlock and Rage, I assume. But
So then you can just hit Alt G.
literally Smoke just goes.
And clear all the conditions on him too.
I,
So there we go. Cool.
If Smoke goes, she just legendaries and puts all the conditions back on and just burns everyone. Well, I guess doesn't even have to. Walks up, Chemical Breezes twice, and then blows everyone up for free.
We'll go with Cat now.
That is absolutely true.
But we're going with Catalyst first. Try and put more damage on people.
Probably charge Hemlock, I guess.
That is interesting.
He blinded me, and that's just a rude thing to do. So I gotta spend 1 to stand up.
Yep.
Catalyst.
What's the rude thing to do?
Yeah, and then I will.
I mean, why play Catalyst now if you can do a fantastic smoke? Unless you want to go for a gold run afterwards.
So I'll charge Hemi.
I think it's potentially the gold run afterwards.
sorry, I bumped. I'm just trying to read his card.
Catalyst is getting nudged a bunch.
Yeah, it's very shifty, Mr. Catalyst.
He's got this wonderful 6-inch charge. He only has a 3-inch jog too. There's the 3-inch jog. Looks like it's nothing.
Yeah, they really,
No, I'm not at
the blind really hurts.
Yeah, the blind was massive. Good job, Hemlock. You might have sacrificed yourself for the betterment of Union Kind.
Union Kind, the team you're not playing for anymore.
Because she became a mortician.
Which is sad. I wanted her to be a hunter.
Nah, bro.
On the other hand, the hunter's got Minx, which is also quite nice.
Yeah, feels pretty okay. Who actually in the Union is still alive, or did they all just get decimated in the Union Unchained thing?
Who's still alive?
Yeah.
Greed is still alive, obviously. We don't know about Rage, if I remember correctly. Coin's dead. Strongbox alive.
Yeah.
Avaresi is presumably alive. Let's put it like this.
Fangers is, re-indoctrinated.
Decimates with the
Brewers.
Fangers is with the church. Gothas with the butchers, Hemlocks with the morticians, Minx with the hunters. But Minx isn't even human, so we don't know. Snakeskin's dead.
let's just stay at 5.
Prediction's fine. Grace is fine. Harry's dead and
Y'all
was
get
replaced by
the
an imposter.
1
I mean, but was Harry
up to 2.
even there in the beginning?
No,
It is
the
just the
host
hat.
for the hat.
I'm going to
Yeah.
The host for the hats died and went to Harry at the Hat in
Yes,
in the
in
Cogs.
of
But
this.
the guy who's now playing for Union and Order is an imposter. Just put on a new top hat, basically.
He's a member of the Entertainers Guild, right?
Pretty much.
The most successful guild in all of Guild Ball history.
Yes.
They're too good for the game. That's why we haven't seen them produced yet.
And Mist is dead as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna
So-
It's unfortunate.
It's
too bad for Mist.
Yeah. Mist was trampled to death in a
On
role-playing
to
piece.
victory.
I mean, Thresher's dead, but is one of the most active farmer captains still in the game. Zombie Thresher! Ooh. Minx is going in. Minx is ready for it.
Well, Minx and all her AoE damage.
Most certainly have to be in Catalyst. So that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, Minx.
On burning and poisoned though.
No, I know, but you're going to be engaged by
Oh, yeah.
Catalyst. You're already at your max range of charging.
Is this a special achievement if you're playing against alchemists? Get at least 5 players into one AoE 3 or something like this.
Fun.
I think so. I think that's an achievement unlocked.
So, Edwin, that will be your chance to get that achievement.
And we just need to convince Sam of the need for it now.
Yeah. So,
Achievement unlocked.
friends
AoE
get
3.
cover out. I go to 9 dice down to 7 for the charge to a
Yep.
5-1.
Yep, 7 dice, 5-1.
7 dice, 5-1. And
Ugh.
also
Well,
didn't use
that's
Bag
a
of
roll.
Coppers.
All right. So homies cancel each other out. 6 dice, then 5
Wow.
dice. Into
Yeah, the counterattack from Mercury is a defensive counter.
Uh,
And
for
it
hits.
smashes home.
You know what? I will happily
Oh,
take
wow.
that, non-momentous
Poor Minx.
damage push.
And with that with three successes against Minx, it literally puts Minx
Push
at
you into the poison
effectively, yeah. She has been exiled to the Shadow Realm, as Johnny is wont to say.
Minx has been yeeted off the melee.
Yeah, she's gonna get yeeted to just inside the 2 inches of Catalyst.
Yeah, and into the most convenient Hemlock Minx Rage triangle ever conceived.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna spend 2 and throw an axe at Cat.
Wow.
Yeah, sounds good. You don't lose any dices because you are
He's
engaged
the
by him.
target.
Yep,
Yep.
exactly. So you got him.
Well, at least Minx
damage
did
to
not
him.
roll 2 1s on that axe throw into Catalyst to do 2
Yay, back
damage.
to the shadows.
And then Minx can now dodge away to get slightly out of the Shadow Realm.
See where she goes.
This side. Actually, no. Should
I mean, that side is not hateful, as Johnny would say.
just take me out of the poison cloud and
But I feel like she's getting clowned on. Minx, you're getting clowned
That
on.
is
All right, sounds good.
that is not enough. That is
Nope.
not enough. If you
Nope.
look the distance between the AoE that is between Rage and Minx, that is not enough.
Let's go fuck some shit
That's a
up.
big mistake.
Yep. I mean, smoke is gonna kill them all anyways. It doesn't really matter. Literally, you just do the chemical breeze off calculus and light everyone else up, and then you legendary and do 1 damage to Hemlock, and like you've already won the turn.
So
Yeah.
smoke will go like you do.
Smoke will go like you do. Yeah, Johnny. Yeah, we know. You're gonna put your guys in cover, have Smoke sit right on Hemlock, and be like, "What's up, bro?" You don't even need to do that. You sit right on any of them.
That's the ladies' battle of the girls who
Oh, I
don't
was
look like
hoping I
girls.
could, teleport it to my poison cloud and get the true madman like.
And let's be honest, Smoke is a true contender for the most ugly female person in the game.
I mean, yeah, the least overtly attractive. definitely has like the weeb
Going that way.
shadow, like mystical figure vibe going.
You can put it like that, yeah.
I want to say that this is potentially a smoke into a rage sort of situation here.
Yeah, it looks like there's a pretty juicy spot there.
Because smoke could come in and light the entire team
So
up.
if we go there, we're within 4 of gutter, within 4 of the whole gang.
What's the reason for being within 4 of gutter?
Even coin.
Oh,
So don't have to worry about
to
coins.
just for the legendary.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
smoke will go.
Nope.
She'll walk forward.
And watch the world
she
burn.
throws the
Got it.
ball. She'll hit her smoke cloud there. Poof. We'll teleport to this side of it.
Okay, so she's gonna
Does go into
jog
the
up
poison
smoke cloud and
unfortunately,
gain poison.
nothing I can do about that. Poor girl.
Mhm.
But
See, even my own guys got by conditions too,
Oh
eventually.
yeah, no.
Alright, I'm gonna clear all
even
my
my
cards.
own guys get got by conditions
Yes,
too.
everyone
What a statement, Johnny.
Incredible.
You got one
Chaos
poison.
at the moment. Okay. Let me get rid of this cloud.
I just want to see what his 3 looks like. Okay,
so
so
that's the 3 inches. So we will.
the Chem Breeze literally lights everyone except Gutter and Koina, but he could also Chem Breeze off of Calculus to get an extra
Yeah,
to
I should
put
probably
fire
use
the other way.
Benediction.
Great.
Whoops.
And then drop infuses because
You only have the 1/5, so it might have mattered actually.
Yeah.
So.
Oh well.
if if he doesn't make any attacks here and just puts
So alright, I will.
Chemical Breeze and tries to infuse people, it's gonna burn. It's gonna just burn Hemlock down to 1, and then he starts the turn and can basically kill 2 models and get a goal.
Yes, I think that must be the idea.
I think it's worth probably poisoning Rage and Benediction as well.
Yep, so there's the Chemical Breeze for the poison on Rage and Benediction.
Yeah.
And then I don't.
Are we putting fire on Gutter?
I guess the question is, do I be gutsy or do I just not care?
Just watch the world burn. Just watch the world burn, Johnny. Just do it. Now he can't hear us, but
Yeah, so
he'll
the
watch
ball
this
will
back
also
at some
burn
point.
Gutter off of Calculus.
Okay. Yep, there's the Chemical Breeze to burn Gutter.
Uh-huh.
So then we got that. I get 1 gunshot. Who do I want to shoot?
Yeah, who do you want to shoot? If it were me, I would shoot Rage.
Question of our day and age. Hemlock's already dead.
Just to give your opponent some extra momentum.
No, Rage has already been hurt. Rage was hurt by Compound.
I don't think she will die.
Ooh, I think he was only pushed, wasn't he?
No. He wrapped to the 1. Remember when he got 7 successes, it went down to 6, which wraps exactly to Compound's 1.
Oh,
The Rising Anger has been used. It is sitting over here on the side.
Oh, yeah, right.
So alright, cool. And then that is.
Oh, it looks like Gutter was the target of that infuse.
There are 5 people who are suffering conditions by me, so I gain a cool 5 momentum.
Smoke gains 5 momentum just for standing there, and then takes 2 damage from the poison.
So everyone on your team takes 1, basically.
Except Benediction.
Takes 3.
Who takes 3.
Benediction
Exactly.
takes 3, everyone else.
Good job,
takes
Edwin.
1.
Because everyone heals up their 2 and then takes their 3.
Whatevsky, guys.
Yes, exactly.
I will hit the return button.
So it's a net 1 loss for all those other people who have already been damaged. And then Benediction, because he's already at full, just takes the full 3.
Yeah, that's true. And Johnny now plays a 3 card.
Johnny plays a 3 card with impunity. He could play a 4. Who even cares? He just wants to watch the world burn, as you can see. It literally is just about watching the world burn here, guys.
Nice. Good time to have that one.
Makes sense.
First.
And
surprise.
yep, obviously Johnny plays the cool head, which is the 3, as you stated. And Edwin played the 1-2.
100%. Yeah. Oh, this is one of my favorite cards in the game, actually. Give me 110%.
Get out of here.
Nothing
I
better
think it's
than
one of the cards that needs to be ubiquitous if there are ever
Alright,
changes to
sweet.
cards. It's
Yeah,
so
so
good.
we'll give
It's so
Smoke
valuable.
a fat stack.
Yeah. Nothing feels better if you play farmers and you're in the position to remove 3 or 4 harvest markers off the pitch, and then you get 110%.
Yep. You got
And
like
you
what,
can start the
19
turn.
influence? Yeah, you start the turn with 19 influence. And you're like, okay, all of my models will do something this turn.
Yes, everybody's full. Everybody's gonna hurt you.
Even my captain. Well, I mean, having 2-on-1 for most models is pretty good.
Alright, sweet. So then that's me. Go for it.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty standard allocation. You got 13. You got 2 on each of your condition dealers. You got Smoke, who's literally just going to kill 2 models here. And Spargle, and then you have Catalyst, who will finish off the rest. Like, this is the 3 children went into the water, 1 came out. Ice Cream Man got the rest. Like, that's the classic thing that's going to happen.
Wow.
Here.
There's a sad story if you want to hear one. So in between all of the madness going on, we met some people during camping, and we actually got quite we became friends with them, and they were talking about their 3 kids most of the time, but they only had 2. And after inquiring, they told us the story that they were in some Middle Eastern country at a bazaar with their blonde twin daughters. And with a very calm voice, he said, "We went in with 2 daughters and we left with 1."
Wow, that's
very sad.
That's incredibly sad.
So we have a taking out Hemlock. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, it was a legendary there, and so it's a 3 damage to all the people. I don't know why Gutter took 5 there.
I will shoot her, and I'll use Cool Head to bonus time it, so 3 dice needing a 4. Got her, so Gutter dies 2.
Okay. So I guess Gutter was at 6. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because the damage had been done before.
I guess we'll spend 2 more, and we'll zip Mixie Poo. 2 dice needing a 4 on
No.
her. Got her as well.
Now we're zipping Minx with an infuse. Okay, literally Smoke has just ended the world here.
Yes.
Smoky Treats then will...
Smoky Treats. Probably go for a jog, or we're going to smoke out first and then jog in.
Nice. Smoke out, right?
How do you not get into tapping with a smoke?
I do. I was just seeing if I could be within Benediction to get the extra momentum as well.
I
see. It's just styling on him.
Johnny is just styling.
I can definitely get to tap, and it's just be Lord and like maximize all my shit or whatever is kind of what I was looking for. But I guess I don't get there, so.
He doesn't get to be in tap in and get a momentum off Benediction.
4 inches.
Whatever.
That's
whatever.
So sad.
Oh no. Styling with Smoke.
Otherwise, bad things might happen. You are also a person to worry about, but.
Is he? Wait. So.
We'll come down to here.
Oh, okay. He's gonna jog into Benediction and then smoke out.
Yes. Because nothing's hindering from doing it.
No. You could do it either way.
It's interesting how Minx, original Minx only has 1-inch melee. Didn't you think we should make her 2-inch melee just to keep her in line with veteran Minx in the Hunters?
Yeah, might as well. Well, we did get a styling goal from Smoke, so I feel like we have to show off something else here.
Yes. Maybe the character art.
Yeah, maybe that character art. Let's see.
That's not hateful until Smoke goes again next turn, but.
Okay.
Yeah, but see how to deal with Hemlock.
That's true. Hemlock is kind of a troll.
I can get this to work. Not that.
So, alright, do it up.
Let's see. So, I know I don't think a lot of people are watching this right now, but if you watch the replay, you actually get treated to. I think it's the second last Lamplighters art that we haven't shown off yet, isn't it? I think it is.
Yeah. Well, so not that one.
Can I avoid Mercury
We
there?
have we did have
No,
the
okay.
image pop up. We've got another one here. Let me make sure I get this one right.
Looks like I can do that one.
I think that looks clean. Yeah.
Not that.
Say.
Why are we not pulling up correctly, machine?
So I'm gonna Furious Catalyst.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I will. Let's see.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Are you struggling?
I am struggling.
Bit.
The world is not my oyster right now.
I'm already at poopy defense, so I will.
The world is not your oyster.
Okay, let's copy you now.
Okay.
Go to that position. Are you happy that's followed the line?
Yeah,
None
that
of
looks. Yeah,
those,
that
none
looks
of
good.
those.
You
Not
got burning
that,
poison
not
some
Java.
more. Haha, take that, punk.
He's taking it.
So-
Taking it like a champ.
Oh yeah.
You can see, ladies and gentlemen, we're well prepared to
All of the
show us
prepared.
spoiler.
Okay, there we go.
So wrap to the.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, so this is the background art for the new Alchemist cards. And as you can see, they're a little bit different in shape. That is because we are actually transferring the game to one-sided cards who can be folded in the middle. So we're not, putting the information all over the place, but they will be the background art for the Alchemists now.
Yep, 9 dice to 1.
What do you think, Brian?
I'm a huge fan of this. I really like the very neutral just ball that's kind of going on those corners, and then the very central focus of that Alchemist Guild symbol.
Get somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah,
Very,
that's
very
pretty
well
fair.
done. And I've seen some of the updated cards with this background, and they look spectacular. The text seems to just pop very well. So I'm really excited for all of the updates that we're gonna see.
I'm kind of sad we can't show off a real update card.
Yeah, I
because
mean,
I'm very to show one.
it'd be so cool to just accidentally populate Midas in the middle of this and just like show all the new things that he's getting. Like, who knew that we would give him automatic 6-0, a slippery bonus where he gets 5 armor whenever he takes part in blow. So he's basically immune. Like, we knew that Midas needed to be buffed because we haven't seen very much of him recently. So
That's true. But I just sent you one which is so non-descriptive, but it shows how the card is supposed to look like. It's a concept that we did to look at the colors and stuff, and I think that one we can actually show. It doesn't have any real spoilers on it.
okay. Yeah, let me get this ready to go. Just firing up the machines. Boop, 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 boop.
Yep, yeah. Yeah, Control H is like the heal for your own turn, and the Alt is to heal someone else.
We will then do this, and we'll give a pre-game ending little fun explosion here, right in the middle of the screen.
Kabam!
So obviously, Cast is now Mortician.
Yes, that's the most important part to take off this. Cast is now a Mortician. She goes down to 9 hitboxes. She got a lot of dodges, like a crap ton of dodges.
Yep, a bunch of just blank momentous results there too, and no damage on her card, which is interesting, and a guild ball result without any actual play from it. But
I think this is perfect.
Double tackle in the middle of the card is what's the most important thing.
Yes, but in all seriousness, this is how we redesign the cards. We have this, a little bit heightened fields where the text goes in. We also, as you can see, Brian, the health boxes are being sorted in groups of 5s, so it makes it much easier to discern how many hit points are left over. And yeah, that's the idea.
I do like that separation a lot, being able to see groups of 5, because it seems a little bit easier visually than 10. For some reason, 10 is just hard to see as a grouping, even though, like, as human beings, we have like a base 10. We use a lot of decimal systems. But when you have two hands and you see fives separated like that all the time, it makes a lot of sense that when you see fives on cards, you get the same sort of like easy counting.
Yeah, for me, being someone who's highly dyslexic, counting zeros like on a bank account number or something like this is really hard. If they're in groups of fives, if there is a full group of fives not marked, I don't have to care for that. I start counting at the first group of fives that's scratched basically.
You know, I'm just realizing something about
3 inches, yeah.
counting in Mandarin.
Because I want to use that.
But first, I want to
Why?
catch up a little bit on the game. It looks like Catalyst and Rage had a little fight off, a little dance off, where Rage charged into Catalyst, got him down to 2, and then Catalyst beat back and got Rage down to 8.
He's going to bag of coffers himself.
And
Yes.
and now it looks like Coin's gonna go and try and grab the ball and pass it over to
so
someone.
3-3, and then
To whom? Benediction?
yeah, so go a little
I
less
think
than
it's just
3.
kind of passing in a general direction at this point because he's not going to get within 4.
Yeah, the amount that's like from his like current spot is definitely like bigger than like the touching the ball. Yeah, so you can definitely get to within 4 of Minx, but you won't be able to bag your coffers there because you're bag your coffering yourself.
No, I'm bag of cofferings myself and
Yep,
getting.
It's interesting that he's going to bag covers himself. I think he's going to try and pass towards Benediction, but I don't think he can get back in for a free pass on. Oh no, he could because he can sprint. Okay, and then free pass it. Okay, I can count playmaker. Anyways,
I can play.
good at this game.
Yeah.
3 dice with the bag of coffers on that kick. Okay, let's try and save Minx.
And it's for free because of Playmaker.
It's for free because of Playmaker.
Go Coin. You got it.
We actually get it.
Momentum.
Good shit.
I mean, 3 dice needing just 1-4, you're probably about, what, a 70, 60 some odd, 70% chance?
Mm-hmm.
Probably a little higher than that.
I find it interesting that he didn't try to go for the takeout on Catalyst, but play Coin before that. Why do you think was it done that way?
I don't know, actually. I mean, part of it is that there's only one momentum on the Alchemist side right now. And Minx kind of gets to go with impunity, and if, like, I don't think either Mercury or Calculus could just end Minx here.
Got to transfer the influence back to her
so
she could run and score the goal after the 4 attacks.
That's beautiful.
But she got 6 influence to spend on 1 turn. I was like, aha!
I'm not sure.
Mercury just needs to charge, hit everything, and rep to the momentous fireball 3 damage, right?
Yeah, that would work, I think.
My squishy fight. Good at that. Why call her a squishy nerd?
But what are we choosing?
So she'll walk around to here. She's got 5 inches. She can definitely make it there.
So it's Calculus going?
Yep, looks like Calculus. There we go.
If you're referring to her...
I mean, I thought he was talking about Catalyst. So.
Catalyst is Bay?
Catalyst is Bay. I mean, at this point, who knows whether or not he's been chemically...
Ugh, come
on. Anyways, back to the point on the Mandarin base system. So I just realized that they count, like, numbers in basically 5s. So you have 1 through 1,000 pretty easily. And then the next thing, instead of being 100,000, is 10,000s. So they have a whole new character now for 10,000s. And the next character that they have a new thing for is thousands of thousands. So basically every 5 places, so like 4 zeros and a number,
that's interesting.
Is a new character once you get into the large things. And so it's essentially a large base 5 sort of system.
5 dice.
That's very interesting.
I'm just recognizing that, and I always wondered why it was so difficult for me to translate like prices here in Taiwan into like US dollars, but it's literally because they're using that like the 5-0 system.
So what's going on now?
Convenient free character play that I'm setting on, so I will bonus time a blound.
So it looks like Calculus dropped a Noxious Blast and then attempted the blind on Minx with 2 dice bonus timing it. and got 2
Didn't get it.
3s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oops, I bumped her.
There we go.
Huh.
But I mean, at least the Noxus Blast went off and did a bunch of damage to everyone.
I think I have to take this now.
By the way, I just noticed that we did never finish releasing the Falconer stuff that we had all written up. So I'm going to drop that in the next 2 days and just dump everything we have left.
So you're saying
To-
that there's more?
There is more. There's much more. There's actually full
Oh, yeah, well, that's yeah.
scouting reports done for every player, and I think we only released Devana, Matagi, and Frelsi. So there's more on the others. And I might just post that in the next days.
Counterattack is
That'll be really
8
cool.
dice.
I really liked the scouting reports we did for the Shepherds and the Falconers. All the lore is really cool.
It'll probably end up being
Thank you.
nice, but it's still pretty spooky.
Yeah,
It's great fun. We have a
still
good
Knock one, knock down
story
two,
team
yeah.
who are really interested in writing.
Yep, very much so. Minx
I-
gets what, 7 dice here into Catalyst,
He should be taken
I don't
out.
think it's Minx's turn.
and he doesn't think it's Minx's time. Okay,
I think it's Benny.
he says he thinks it's
Really?
Benny. Okay.
So Benny spends 1 to clear condition. Actually, does he? Does he just?
He
charge
must.
into-
I don't think he really gets there.
I mean, he could charge in.
No, he'll just charge into the fray, targeting.
I love how Edwin's basically mimicking my ideas. Like, yeah, he can charge in here and get in on Mercury and Calculus with this 4 inches. Keep both the conditions he already has, and then be able to clear them later. With Mercury being the only one that has any sort of influence left, it kind of
I take that 4 away.
Union's in a good spot now that we could see a big turnout of rage. But I think that between Mercury and Calculus,
Yeah, no,
we'll
I'll
probably
still
be
get
able
into
to
2 of
close it
Merc.
out for the Alchemists. It's getting tight
Yeah.
though. The game is getting tight.
Let's get there.
Despite the 8-0
So
nature of it right now.
6, 10, 11 dice into calculus.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah, 11 dice to Calculus. Once again, Rage did not legendary on his turn.
5 hits, nice.
Wow.
I'll take the momentous KD.
Yeah.
That's a good little result, yeah.
Benediction's most favored result.
Momentous knockdown.
Yeah.
Spend 1
And
to
then
attack again.
double momentous push. A momentous double push.
Yeah.
7 because of rage.
7 hits, yeah, 7
Yep.
hits, hell yeah.
7 with Rage on 3-1.
Good roll. 5 hits.
That is spicy. So it could be damage or it could be momentum. It could all, I mean, it could be momentum and damage, but depends on if you want the 3 or the 2.
Momentous 2.
I'll take the momentous 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, done 12.
Why is Benny's 3 not momentous?
Because that would be too devastating for some reason.
Aw.
Swing into Mercury.
I think it's because a lot of
Yeah, sounds good.
6 dice for
the order players have good mid-range damage that's momentous, but their top end, like they kind of have like almost a brewer feel, where their top end isn't necessarily momentous, but they can top out a little earlier. I guess, I mean, it's in line with the Union players. Like, think of Rage, think of Gutter, think of Rage, where their momentous top end damage results can be slightly higher, but they have mid-range ones that aren't very high. Gutter, for instance. Gutter, not really. I thought she had a non-momentous 3 at the top. It's just the momentous.
Spend 1 actually to clear conditions, or do I just stay where I am?
That's a good question, Edwin. I don't know. I think clearing conditions helps you a lot because it's 3 damage and it makes Smoke happy.
Makes Smoke happy.
Smoke just likes seeing people on fire.
That's her thing.
Spend 1.
Can you imagine,
Okay,
sharing a bed with her and mid-intercourse, she's like, I could
I'm
set your foot on
17
fire.
when we get this.
You're just constantly in a state
sorted
of
out.
being like
Okay.
she just like
Thing is,
drips
this-
mercury on you and then like lights something off and you're just like, no.
No, that just
Maybe.
my house
Hey,
off.
hey, that's what you're into.
Oh, but now we got jiggled.
Benediction got jiggled.
I'll just put him
Got
back down to
unjiggled.
17 and we know he's been healed.
Oh yeah, I mean he's healing
Yeah.
himself, so it doesn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's activated, so it doesn't. Yeah, someone else can heal him, but yeah.
Yep.
There you
Yeah.
Okay.
What
go.
happened?
Alright, well, I guess.
I think that
Compound's
someone hit Control H after someone healed, and so he went from 13 to 19, and he's supposed
Oh,
to just go to
nice.
17
I
here.
like it.
What is Compound is trying to get back into countercharge range.
Yeah.
That's pretty tasty. Now, so my play here, I think, is potentially Minx going into calculus, trying to finish her, because you got 7 dice on a 3-1. You'll make
Yep.
it 2-1. You could probably kill calculus. If not, you kill her at the beginning of the next activation, and then kill a catalyst and go for a goal run. So that'd be 8-8. And I don't think Mercury necessarily has a goal run back, and it could be a benediction or a rage goal to finish the game.
Hmm. I mean, there's still a axe throw at catalyst as well.
Yeah, it's also a
Attack
possibility.
calculus.
But why let catalyst walk back on?
Okay, so 5, 6, 7 dice into a 3-1.
I don't know that you let catalyst walk back on with anything.
Who hits
I was
is,
a bad roll.
Momentous 2 damage snared.
Yeah, momentous 2 damage there. It's still enough
And a
that
1
Minx
inch
can
dodge.
wrap here.
I don't think I can actually fit through that gap, can I?
I don't think you can either. It's
No.
I think it has to be a little bigger to do it. So.
I mean, you can always check, guys.
Yeah. No, there's no fitting.
The nice thing is being the eye in the sky is they can't tell if it's the other player moving the stuff around or if it's me. Or like putting up the auras and stuff. So
How much are you playing around on the pitch?
Next attack.
I am only putting up auras every once in a while and then clicking on
2-1
cards,
now.
really. And then I just did that
Yeah,
copy to
that's
C.
correct. Leave calculus alone.
22, okay.
5 hits.
5 hits is pretty good here.
Momentous 4 double dodge.
Mm-hmm.
4 double dodge. You still got 2 influence left, and your opponent's at 6. Pretty sure Minx finishes that as it stands. I mean, getting to 3 results with 7 dice on a 2-1 is I've definitely seen it not happen before, but I've more commonly seen it actually
Again.
happen.
It's a
That's a
wrap.
rapidy wrap.
Mm-hmm.
So momentous 4 double dodge, momentous 1.
Oh God.
Man, Minx is literally on fire right now, but also figuratively on fire.
Yeah.
Now just
So
wrap
that's a
again.
guaranteed takeout.
It is a guaranteed takeout.
Attack her anymore unless you want to kill her.
You know what
Yeah.
would be great if we
Can't
gave
not
Minx
kill
small
people, yeah.
buff and make
Yeah,
X
so Minx is
throw
then gonna use the
a
last one to pass to
an
rage.
activatable, like a guild ball
Okay,
symbol
sounds good.
ability.
Yeah, you're engaged by
Mhm.
catalyst, so it's plus.
This is interesting. He's going for a
target.
pass to rage
Yep.
with his last influence.
Yeah, so 2 dice needing 4.
Yeah, 2 dice on a 4. This is a could be a spoopy maneuver. Hey, 1 and a 6. That's all you need.
Where does rage want to end up?
Best result. And he's setting rage up for a dodge. He can basically. So what he can do here is he can put Minx in. With. Let's see. We dodge rage out, move Minx over with Act of Shadows. You can then like our guild, kill Catalyst and Calculus, Furious Charge into Compound, blow him up.
God. If that
I'm
works.
sorry, I've just got a call coming in. Please wait.
Oh yeah, no worries. Yeah.
Ooh, we got a little interrun time. Do we have anything else to show
Well,
up?
we can bring up the character model that we've shown off earlier and talk about her a little bit.
Okay.
Because we've never put a name to that character, if you
Yes.
like.
Yes. Pull that back. Image. Properties. Swap out images. Boom. Okay.
Whoop. Do you still know her name? That's a good question for you.
Heat. It is also
Heat.
on the card that you
Sorry about that.
on the thing you sent
no
over.
worries.
Yes. So,
So-
her name's Heat.
Mid-pass.
Yeah, what does she have to do with potential Midas erratas and the game that we're playing right
Yeah,
now?
that's what I'm thinking.
Potential Midas erratas. She might be working for the Lamplighters.
What?
I think I am.
Yes.
Now is that staff? What's that staff for?
She's old. It's hard to walk around.
It's definitely not for having an extended reach or getting up into light poles or anything.
No, and the pointy end is also just to pick up trash. Let's put it like this.
Yeah,
And not
I
stab
mean
anyone.
you can see with the messed up fishnets that this is basically like Angel's aunt or mom or something, right? And
Yes.
Out of luck.
and she's just out on the street doing her civic duty. Has nothing to do as an alchemist minor player or anything, and definitely isn't a damage dealer.
No, and the stuff she has on her coat, you know, on the race coat, there's absolutely, there are just snacks in there for cats and dogs and stuff. There's
there's no sort of like conditions or anything that she'll just like hand out like candy.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so.
I mean,
Also,
she doesn't even have a van, right?
No, she doesn't. And also look at her feet. She has like these heavy boots, so she's definitely not very fast.
Yeah.
Because, you know, walking's hard.
Back to the shadows.
Yeah. She's, I'll tell you something, she's actually my second favorite character design, just model-wise, just, you know, art-wise on the guild. I really love that one.
Yeah, she is a great-looking model. Or a great-looking mock-up that we have here.
Mock-up,
and should she ever become a minor guild model of any sort, I would hope that the sculptor does a real good job, because this is a cool model.
Yeah, I think she would be, you know, worthy getting sculpted by somebody who already worked for a company that might have done Guild Ball earlier in
May you know, that may or may not have been involved in the veteran Captain Dirge STL that came out, something like that.
For example, yeah.
Yeah, that would be a really cool sculpt.
I hope so. If we could only fund this, right?
Yeah, if only something like that existed. If only there were a social platform that allowed for things like that.
Yeah, I mean, we would absolutely look into that at one point.
That'd be really interesting.
Okay, let's go back to the game where the state of all auras
we
all
see
the time
Alex.
has...
Johnny is in the lead, but it's looking scary. You got Catalyst and Calculus here on the edge. Who knows?
Oop, did somebody post something?
Yeah, we got a chat from
that way.
Alex JW90, which I want to say is one of Johnny's teammates from the Green Chili tournament, Green Chili 2, maybe? That Johnny ended up winning with Alchemists.
Tone.
Even though he went 2-1, and I actually beat him in the standings. He was carried. Johnny was carried.
It's always the same. Good players always get carried. So that was a chat in Twitch, or?
Yeah, it was in Twitch.
Oh wow, we got somebody watching.
Yeah, we got at least one person.
I got the feeling that a lot of people are watching the recap on YouTube.
Yes, I'm going to assume that that is going to be the case.
Probably a useful thing.
I will have to get this this recording over to
So I guess we'll go.
So help
Pat.
me. When are we dropping the errata now?
It all depends on when the tournament ends. So it's really up to whether or not Steve, if Steve wants to drop the errata slightly earlier, he has to beat Chris. If he doesn't beat Chris, then
he has to wait.
Then we have to wait an extra week. I mean, it's like Puxatani filler. We'll never know if it's 6 more weeks of winter until that game on Sunday. So it's kind of the clincher. This tournament might tell us who the winner is, but it definitely tells us who one of the undefeated players going into the potential last round is. And if Steve can win it against Chris, then we will have the errata coming shortly thereafter. I think the target date was the first week in June for us.
Yes, I think so too.
And obviously, like, we're pretty close there. How have you felt as like the organizer of all of this? How do you feel that Worlds has gone?
I think it's gone very good. But I would so I talked to Sonia about this. I learned a lesson years ago when I was at the LARP event that was played on 2 rule sets.
Okay.
And it didn't work well because half of the players were from Germany using the German rule set and the other half was from Austria using the Austrian one. And there were obvious, misunderstandings and rules that just didn't align or contradicted each other and so on and so forth. So at the end, people were pissed. I was one of them. So I swore I'd never do something like this. Fast forward X years, because I don't know how long ago it is. I think it's like 15 or 16 years. I'm running this tournament, and I'm allowing 2 platforms to be played at, which was the most stupid decision ever made.
Yep, you decided that it would be okay if we had both War Table and Vassal as playable things, and
yes,
it has obviously caused a headache for some players.
It has, and I don't want to, diminish Christopher Webbing's achievements, but there's still some hushed voices between, in dark alleys that say that the playing on War Table gives you an advantage. I don't want to hear that because I think it has its own challenges. But I would never run a tournament again that's running on 2 different rule sets.
Yeah, I think that having familiarity with War Table definitely advantages a player who can only really realistically play on that platform. When several of the other players did not have kind of that same familiarity, but it's not as if there wasn't the distinct understanding that there are War Table only players and that there are resources in order to learn War Table such that if that matchup ever came up. And I found my game with Chris quite enjoyable. He as an individual is an excellent person. But obviously, the field adds in 2 rule systems, or 2 platforms, what feels like two rule systems.
No,
I can understand it.
It's a very, very smart move, and
it's very
So what's going on at the game?
I hoped you hadn't seen it because I've had it used against me before.
Mercury is moving over away from Benediction, but trying to blow up Catalyst and Calculus so that there's no beginning of the turn momentum generation that's easy to be done.
Yes, makes sense.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you have 4 points now.
So the score is now evening out a little bit, but it takes away some momentum generation, especially at the beginning of the turn, and allows both Catalyst and Calculus to now kind of engage on Rage or become defensive. Like, we could see a goal defense go up here with Catalyst walking behind the goal and just turning on goal defense, making it real difficult for Rage to score.
Benediction basically.
Yeah. And now everyone's taking their effective 1 damage because of the replenishing nature of Benediction.
Yes.
Because he will heal what ails him.
You're up by a casual 5.
That's what keeps you in the game, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm still sad that Benediction isn't playing for the farmers anymore.
I mean, I can understand it.
Oh, and then Homegirl.
I do too. I still love the fact that it was possible back then.
An important part of this game now.
I never actively played when it was
Oh, and they were, you know, completely different models back in the day.
I did use
Just the way they worked.
That was my first.
Mhm.
Shoot. Yeah. It's like, did I not use that? No,
People
I
are
didn't.
asking if there is a stream,
Okay,
but there's
What are
definitely a
they
stream
asking?
going on. They're asking in events promotion.
Why? Okay, good.
You can post it up somewhere if you want.
Oh, that's fine.
But yeah, there will be a replay.
Yeah, might as well put that one.
Let's see. Having it recorded, and so let's see what these cards are going to be.
I am ready.
Come on, game plans.
3, 2, 1, flips.
Ooh. You put me back in.
Would you like to go first or second?
Who's that going to go
Us,
on?
please.
And we're
Oh,
gonna...
wow.
Oh, I think I know what's going to happen here.
I
We're
am
gonna...
pushing compound out of countercharge.
Yes.
Oh, word! You would do
That is why he played the caught out of position.
Yep.
Yes.
You
Nice.
true monster. But I respect it because that's a very good little play.
Good job there, Johnny.
That's a fantastic play.
You monster.
Yes.
I love that response. You monster.
Do
But
the
I respect
fire
it because it is a
Should
fantastic
go
little
back
play.
a little bit. Yeah, keep that line open.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna go do a funny thing as well.
Minx is gonna dodge right in front of Rage.
We'll go base to base with you. Here you go,
Yep.
homie. Hey.
You guys telegraphed it. I mean, that's the nice thing about this is it's just like real soccer.
You can play that game.
The
Yes.
commentators
Mhm.
can see what the players are
Alright,
telegraphing
and then
on
I
the
get to pick
pitch.
my
Yeah.
It's pretty obvious when you have a bird's eye view of what's going on.
They don't have to be on the pitch, so I could actually.
Okay, what do you think the best first activation is going to be here?
Again, because he's probably
For Union now.
For Union, yeah. Because I guess it depends.
Do I
How are
have
you-
to
how are you
answer
gonna-
this now?
Yes. How are you going to allocate? How are you going to allocate your influence? I guess that's what really matters here. Because Gutter and Hemlock are going to walk back on, and I assume they're going to walk back on by this, kind of on
Barrel?
the coin side of the pitch by the barrel over here. Yeah, that is right.
Yep.
But are you going to allocate your 12 influence to Benediction, Minx, and Rage, or are you going to try and allocate a little bit elsewhere?
I'm gonna go take a whiz.
Because honestly, one of the first activations I think would be real interesting here is have Benediction going on compound and kind of turn off resilience and set them up for either a Minx or a
For a
Rage
Minx
engage.
turn.
Yeah. I mean, it obviously depends. If you got all your influence in the middle of the table, it obviously depends on where Calculus and Catalyst come in. Because if those guys try and come in on the edge of the pitch, close to Rage, Rage just says no, sir, and knocks them down.
That is the one thing. I don't think you can bring either near Rage on that side because Rage just will obliterate them.
Yeah, I think that's true.
So you have to come on behind the goal or near to the goal.
Yes.
Um,
To be relevant, because the thing that Union can do now is if Compound gets kind of dumpstered between those three models, which is not unlikely. If Compound gets sort of dumpstered there, then there's not a lot of comeback for the Alchemists. It's like if Rage doesn't go for a goal early here, and we see Compound and Mercury kind of go down, or Compound and Calculus kind of go down soon,
Yeah. No.
it could be a Union victory.
So I think the best thing to do is
Just bring it.
load up Benediction,
Camping your goalpost? No, that's
charge Compound and into cover.
Yeah.
Try to take
Yeah.
off Compound whatever you can take away from him, like knock him down and take resilience off.
Yeah.
If everything goes well, and I think that should be what you're really looking at doing. I mean, you need 2 hits on Compound.
Yeah.
I'd even muse about giving yourself. But where is Compound's knockdown?
Compound's knockdown is on 4.
on 4s. So if you counter attacks, he won't get it.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter.
there's no way he can
2 armor and you're in cover.
Yeah, if he's got
Sounds
4
fun.
dice, there's no way that he gets a double push.
Oh.
So Benediction just has to get within 1 inch. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Charge within 1 inch. And you need 2 swings at compound. So you need 3 influence on him. That will be my first activation, I'd say.
9, 10, 11, 12.
Yep. Very nice. It's like either we're reading Edwin's mind or he's reading our mind. One of the two is happening.
I mean, it must be yours. Mine is way too far away.
I am within a 5-hour flight.
There you go. I'm within a 25-hour flight. Something like that.
Well, 25 hours if you have to stop at airports and stuff. It's probably about like a 12 to 13-hour flight if you go direct.
Yeah.
But there's not a lot of direct flights from Australia to Germany, especially not right now.
And that wouldn't even help me because I'm not in Germany.
Hey, you speak German, even though you're Austrian.
Did you know that we actually have our own dictionary of words that are in the German language but aren't used in Germany?
I would assume something like that would be the case, but no, I didn't. I could not tell you that was something that would have come to mind. But it's the same with Taiwan and China, right? China has a very different approach to Mandarin than Taiwan does. They speak almost completely different languages. Like, yeah, you can get along in both countries fine, but the sounds and the like common usage of words is completely different in some senses.
That makes sense. And also, never tell this Niels,
Mhm.
but the language they speak in the Netherlands,
We now have
uh,
Squishy
it,
far
it's
away
it's it's just like German with a headache.
As much as I love that.
I'm sure he'll never see the replay of this ever.
Nah, I'm convinced he won't.
He's very actionable all of a sudden.
No one tell him shh.
Oh, so that's sick. That's on fire, Jesus.
Catalyst
Beginner
cycle
coach is
connected.
on Catalyst.
Well, I have a casual 15, so we'll give 6 to
A
Smoke.
casual 15.
Some shit up. You have a coin there.
You know, it's how you do. I think Smoke is gonna go and try and pick on coin.
Kill coin.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like Smoke has anything else that's terrible.
So that's 11. We should probably give a couple to Merc Dog.
Get 11 down. You still have 5 to put down.
Just in case.
Okay, you gotta make compound useful somehow.
5,000, I guess. So 6,
Checks out.
7,
With the 1 influence.
Go for it.
Okay, Rage is going to activate. Playmate
Rage goes
cast the ball
first.
Minx.
Ooh.
Okay, get the
Yeah,
dodge.
she is within 1 of Flask, right?
I don't think so.
That is a.
Oh boy, that's close.
That's
I'm happy
tight.
for someone else who's watching the game to make the call.
Yeah, we're here. Give me a second to zoom in.
Yep.
Joop.
He's the voice.
I think. Give me. I have to zoom in to the full extent of my 36-inch screen.
Yep.
I do say it is within.
Okay.
It's really extremely barely, and I feel dirty saying it, but I think it is within.
No, it's fine. Don't feel dirty. That's the
Yeah,
way
we
it
didn't-
is.
Yeah, we didn't like declare it or anything, so yeah, that's how it goes. Alright, cool.
So two dice.
Yes.
Two dice
Giving
fours.
a 4.
Range 1. Okay, it's exactly 1. Yeah.
Let's clear them.
Can we move
Here
that
we go.
range
Which
calculator
does
off
not
now?
happen.
No!
Uh-oh.
Oh, well, yeah.
Wow. Misses the pass.
Well, on the bright side, I don't think he can scatter off a Minx, so at least she has it, but Rage is going to have a sadder time here.
Yeah, now he can't use dodge and get into position.
I mean, you can choose to dodge Minx. That
No, I'm
is
gonna let Benediction have it.
that is real sad.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, Benny's got that ball.
Okay, but so it's gonna change what happens. So basically, he's now got to spend 1 to dodge Minx out of the way, rather than just being able to dodge her out for free. The scary thing is though that Smoke now in this next activation can kind of go over.
So I have to get within 6.
Yeah, Smoke can go over and potentially get this ball off benediction. Almost no questions asked.
Mm.
That might be rough.
And it looks like if we dodge Minx out of the way and Furious Charge Rage into Mercury, if we put up the Legendary, we'll probably get a pretty scary attack here. But he only has a 5-inch charge, right? Or I guess.
That's 1 inch.
Oh, he's gonna dodge Rage and then go for the
Will
charge.
not happen.
Yeah, it's just out there. Yeah.
I'm still gonna quick time rage,
Okay, cool.
and he's just gonna dodge to like there.
Sounds good.
Go into compound or? He could charge
Oh, no.
5.
Not what I
Is this a 6-inch aura that he's got up?
This is 6.
Okay, so he
Then,
could go
yeah,
into
he's
Mercury.
got a 5-inch charge. Gonna go into compound.
Okay.
Let's see. You got 5 inches. I don't think I hit my double push.
It's probably.
Yeah, no reactions.
Yeah, you'll hit a single push and you can get into base contact with compound with Rage.
Yeah, he
Or
should also
we'll
get
move
in
him.
cover if he does it correctly.
On
Use
5
his
inches?
full path and-
No, he can't get into
No,
cover.
he can't. He can't.
He can go into
This
base
is
contact. though.
yeah, he can go into base.
But with
yeah, he
with
can.
compound not counterattacking, I don't think he needs to go into base contact. He needs to be careful of the catalyst countercharge, basically. Catalyst has catalyst
Very
countercharge is pretty big, but
Control.
7 inches is right there.
So 11 dice. 3-1. Do 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 do.
Yay,
Yep.
you did it.
7 successes on
Punch him
Rage.
again.
Pretty good.
Yeah, no reactions. Actually, you have a push on 1, don't you? Yeah, no reactions.
Two.
Go for it.
Cushion 2, but
7 dice,
effectively the same,
3-1.
yep.
Yep. Bopped him.
oh,
I mean, 3 damage isn't terrible here.
It's off this.
Start getting momentum, but that's not exactly what you want.
He's gonna die anyway. Now, you're gonna witness me out.
The scary thing is Catalyst charging into either Minx or Rage here
Momentous 2 damage push.
and kind of ending the game. He doesn't even need to charge
He-
it, but charging
know
in
wants
gives both
to-
of them.
does he not want to push calculus in the way? Not calculus, a compound into the way of catalyst.
Punch again.
I believe that's what he's trying to do here.
Nice.
Momentous 3 damage push.
Yep.
Love to see it.
So he's gone 3, 3, and 2 so far.
He's got one more.
And last hit.
Yep.
That should be.
Just 3 successes.
Three hits again.
That's the issue now.
Momentous 2 damage push.
Oh, he got the 2 push. Okay.
Yeah.
Understand.
So 2 push. So I think Rage is going to die for this.
Yeah, I'll just keep you within 1.
You can clear conditions or you can heal
I'll spend
Rage.
all 3 momentum to heal myself and heal Minx.
Okay.
Alright, sounds
He's
good.
doing his best to try and stop a catalyst blow,
Rachel's also at 11.
but he has no momentum to protect himself or stand back up should he need it. So
He's
his-
still got Benny able to do a pass or something like this.
yeah, Benny could also go in on. Benny could still go in on compound. I don't think you got goal threat necessarily from Benny, but
No, his kick is too short and he's burning. So
yeah, he's a 2-6 though, right? Or is he a 3-6? He's 2-6.
he's a 2-6.
Okay, Catalyst going for that good old jog.
Yeah, I guess Homeboy will just walk forward into Rage. Seems easy enough.
Okay.
He's there. Might as well. Otherwise, do you have any other fight?
Yeah, this is getting tight. It's getting spoopy boys.
Smoke has a really
Who knows?
This is like a 28% chance to kill Hemlock, which would be pretty lousy.
That is a hilarious meme that my buddy just sent me.
Huh?
There's a hilarious meme that my buddy just sent me.
It's the safe play.
Oh, okay.
It is
Yeah. Catalyst will zip forward. We'll punch raids. Any reactions?
There.
You have
Nope.
momentum. Never mind. All right. 9 dices into a 4-1.
It's in your Facebook chat.
My Facebook chat.
4 hits will be
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
the... I'll take the
Almost.
2 up to 3.
Yep.
2 up to 3 with the burning fumes. Or burst the fumes. Burst of
We'll go
fumes.
down.
He's got 9 dice coming in again. Johnny, let's do it. What you got?
Yeah, I think I'll bonus time this one.
Ooh, 10 dice.
So 9 up to 10 dice.
6
Sick
successes.
nasty.
Okay.
So 6 hits will be the...
Go for the ground pound. Do it. Do it. Do
Not
it.
the ground pound.
Do it.
Johnny, no. Not ground pound.
Aww.
As that thing is. Don't take that. The mom 4 up to 5.
Yep. He's on 3.
Yep, and then we'll zip him again and we'll bonus time this last one.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like Catalyst is going to finish rage off. That was
Yeah,
pretty
you got
standard,
heroic.
even with the 11.
It's
Oh,
not a
it's
heroic.
not a heroic anymore. Yep.
Yeah, no, it just happens. But I whiffed, unfortunately, so sad days.
How did it? Oh, whiffed the rat.
Oh,
Yeah, I needed one more.
wow.
Did not get it.
Oh no, he whiffed it
Well, I
completely. He
guess
only
I'll
got
take
4
the
or three
momentous-
fours. I'm looking
3.
at 3s. I'm like, oh yeah, he got 7. Yeah, three fours. That's a lot
And
of
that's
numbers.
2 successes.
And that's 2 successes with armor, which is either a knockdown or 1 up to 2 damage, which
Yes.
leaves rage literally at
Rage is at
1.
And count is all done.
Wow.
Yeah, Witness Me just gives me like bonus momentum. It doesn't give me the extra VPs or whatever, so
Oh, okay. Yep.
Wow.
yeah, that changed at the beginning of the season. So
Yeah.
yeah, no worries. Yeah, you didn't just like auto lose there, even if I killed Rage. You're still
Yeah, no,
Um,
that's what I thought. I was just like, oh, I was sitting here.
Okay,
going,
I'm befuddled by
Oh,
this.
that's game. All right, cool. No, you're still okay.
So it could be a Minx go and finish
Okay.
compound. It could be a benediction,
Momentum.
who could also potentially finish compound.
Lose Hemlock activator.
Yeah, that's prudent choice. So smoke.
She
Yeah,
heals
I
too.
will. Yeah,
But
I'll
it
definitely,
looks like
for
it's a
sure, like, Smoke is
Hemlock.
trying to kill Hemlock there if you don't go with her.
Really?
Yeah, because it sounds
just
like
bring her in.
Smoke would be fishing for a kill over there. Now I think Compound's going to just activate and kill Rage here to finish it.
With his 1 attack, yeah. I,
All Merc Dog next.
again, a little questionable.
Nope, it's Merc Dog. He literally just said it's Old Merc Dog next. I think it might be a Fire Blast trying to hit Benny.
1 momentum's not
and
different.
Rage.
Yeah. Go to 12.
Cool. Yeah, she's out of range now. All right, well I guess we'll go with Mercury.
I mean, have Mercury go and
might as well, right?
just pull it. I guess he doesn't pull conditions. Just drop a Fire Blast. No, that's maybe Fire Blast is it's too few dice. You only get 2 dice. You only get 1 dice.
You only get 1, you're not in melee with him.
Mercury's not gonna go. Forget that guy.
Yep.
We don't need him. Calculatron 5000 is going to charge Rage.
Calculatron 5000.
Nope.
All right.
Charging Rage.
Oh, wow. Hmm.
Perfect. Great spot.
Yeah. So Calculus goes from 5 up to 7 with 2 friends.
So
up to 11.
11 dice. 4-1.
7, 11.
5 down to 4. I will take the mom 2 and.
Yeah, that's all he really wanted there. And now we're gonna blind a Minx.
Again.
And Benediction.
At least
is
attempt it.
Conveniently within 4 of her, so I'm gonna borrow his poison. Actually, I'm gonna borrow his burning actually, because he gets reburned when he starts by. Mercury. So yeah, I'll take his burning. For free character play, what does 9 inches look like off the U? Do I get anyone cool other than Minx? No. So we'll use free ass Beaker Keeper onto old Minxie Poo.
This is peak play. Calculus just getting everything she wants. Well, I feel like the alchemists are back in this one. Not that they weren't ever well in control, except until
Wow.
and we're bonus timing the blind. Watch it be 3 threes, 2 threes again.
Oh, again, pair of threes.
Well, Calculus was doing well, and once again the game is wide open.
Yeah.
Anything could happen.
What happened here?
Calculus missed both character plays. Charged into.
I know, but that shouldn't have happened.
No, you got 4 dice hitting. You just need 1 4 each time.
Yeah. Oh, this is a public service announcement. It's now 3 a.m. There's another 3 hours until my kids have to get up.
Public service announcement for all Scarolfs in the world.
Yes, all Scarolfs in the world have to get up in 3 hours.
Well, the game has
Yeah,
just hit the
Benedict's
2-hour
good to go,
mark,
takes burning.
and we're almost.
Okay.
I feel like we're really
Okay,
close.
legit.
What do you think this activation is? Benediction's
Ben's
going.
1 to kick to Minx.
Okay.
Yeah. Ben's
Yeah,
kicking,
sounds
okay.
Two
good.
dice
So,
4s.
Nope, needing 5s.
because Minx doesn't get
Oh, yeah.
flasks.
Actually, then I probably won't do that.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
wondering
no,
about
I
that.
forgot that again.
Yeah, flask is
Yeah.
just there, barely. Yeah.
Flask being as annoying as he can be. The reason that Benediction has the ball is because of Flask.
Yes. It's a shame.
What do you think this activation is?
I have no fucking clue. Take out compound?
I don't
With
think
Minx?
Benediction takes out Compound. Yeah, Minx could
No,
take out Compound.
Minx. Well, Minx is tagged by Flask, so she can't.
Oh, she can walk over to Compound. She can take a
She
party
can
blow
walk
with Flask.
away.
Compound. That seems like a bad idea.
But then she's again tagged by Flask
just
and
get more
Catalyst, so she can't really do that much. It's -2 dice already.
I mean, Benediction
5.
charging Compound is probably it.
I want to be within 4 of Benny. That's, yeah.
Yeah, you should be all good in the HUD.
Okay, so Benny is not.
Bag Benny.
Okay.
You're up.
So many coffers. You know what a coffer is in German?
What?
An idiot.
Compound's awkward.
Like a Dummkopf?
Yeah, something like this.
I really want to like just walk backwards.
So many idiots.
But
Field of idiots.
Yes.
I feel like getting into the fights also seems fun too. Because I'm cool if you kill Compound, honestly. He's a cool guy who does cool things if he dies.
Compound does do cool things if he dies. He also likes to watch the world burn, in case anyone is unfamiliar. And it's what's called a noxious death. 3 damage and poison. And so if you blow up both Compound and Flask, it's like, cool. Here is 6 damage, burning, and poison. Lol.
Exactly. So you might want to throw axes at him.
Yeah, I can't get there.
Stay away.
Yeah. Jump in, we get the 4 and the double dodge, and then bounce out and toss an axe.
Kind of in a pickle.
That is probably your ideal. Ooh, this game feels like it's running away from Edwin.
Although she could do funny things.
I think so too.
I mean, Smoke had such a good activation on the bottom or on the top of turn 2. Was it turn 3 or turn 2? Turn 3.
2.
No, turn 3.
Turn?
Yeah.
No, this is turn 3.
This is turn 3. Yeah, top of turn 2. No, this is turn 4 because we
This is
played
turn
4
4.
cards.
Yeah, we got 3 cards. Yeah.
Top of turn 3. It's dragging on, guys. We know what's going on. Such a good activation from Smoke. And then we saw a really good Union counterattack that kind of brought him back in, but with Mercury killing Catalyst and Calculus to not allow for any momentum generation early on. It definitely threw off this Union counterpoint.
An attack into Benediction. Any reactions?
Attack into Benny Friction.
By whom? A compound walked up. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. See, now you don't have Benny
No
in
reactions.
cover.
Yeah. So it's going to be 5 dice on it. So the push actually matters here.
One hit is
Oh
one.
wow.
It's a damage on Benediction. It's very, very useful. Not at all.
A whole damage.
A whole damage.
Yeah, that's compound. He'll just kill it 7, I think. That seems fine for now. Go for it.
Go forth and serve, Mr. Sir. Ooh, MechWarrior 5 is now available on Steam, guys.
What is available on Steam?
MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries.
Oh, I played the hell out of that already.
They're doing, because it's like, what, the year since release, or a little over a year since release. They're doing a mass update and releasing it on a bunch more platforms, so you can get it on Steam and whatnot.
Okay.
So I'm probably going to get it this time around. Seems like fun. Having fun. Is it hard? You got a Catalyst with Full Influence.
I was really sad when they stopped doing new DLCs for the BattleTech game because I really enjoyed that one.
You know, I never really played much BattleTech on the tabletop. I did play MechWarrior though, up until they did the big release with like, oh, now we've got mechs that are basically like super soldiers that destroy like every other mech in the game is not as good as this one.
Yeah, Gutter's just gonna sprint 8.
Okay, cool.
Okay, we're sandbagging yet another activation. Waiting for smoke to come in, I think. I don't know why.
This is going to be another 4 hours game.
No.
Smoke is now going to use her 6 influence for a 6 times run, a big honor lap around all other players.
For each lap around the pitch, she gets 10 momentum.
Right.
It's one of the new rules we're going to introduce in Season 5. That is also dropping with the errata, 100%.
I agree, sir. Eggplantal.
Go Ozzy. I mean, I, as like fellow countryman of Johnny, I kind of have to go with him.
Yep.
But for like the APAC pride, I kind of have to go with the like. I can't decide honestly which one I want to win more.
3 damage and snared.
Yep, sounds good.
Oh,
some movement.
also saying that
out of parting blow.
Yep, exactly.
I didn't realize that was Decky.
3 inches
Yeah, after playing War Table so much, Vassal, I still like the UI of Vassal, and it's easy to. Is that an elephant? It's easy. It's easier to play farmers on Vassal, I'll be honest, than it is on War Table. Because the auras are easier to use on Vassal. But yeah, when given the choice, I'd definitely go to War Table for most of my guilds. Like Fish are really easy to play on War Table.
Will be the momentous double push.
You got him.
I think it's just a more precise tool if you really put the time in and learn it. But that's just me.
Okay, so Flask took a parting blow from Minx. Oh, he's trying to blow him up. And put the Beaker Keeper on Mercury. And then Benediction now just pushed Compound out.
Uh-huh. And we'll now throw the Holy Hand Grenade.
Of Antioch.
Now I'll take the 2 dice fours for the kick to Minx.
Yep. That is what we consider the Holy Hand Grenade. Bonus timing with the bag. 3 dice on 4s.
Hey, good bonus time.
Nails it. At least it wasn't a 1, 2, 3 like we're wont to see in games like this.
Yes.
The number of times it's been like 3 dice on a 4. Cool, 1, 2, 3. Very good.
She will dodge 4.
Yeah, I figured.
Coming into there.
What? Okay.
That is a place to be. Having been smashed by Edwin a number of times in the past, he has a plan, but he's very much on the back foot. Oh, of course he's got a plan. Yeah, no, it looked like
Alright,
at the bottom of 3,
3 away.
he was, so going into this turn, it looked like he was going to get a pretty easy kill on both Calculus and Catalyst to start out, and then score a goal, and so we were going to have an 8-8 parity. But Johnny very lovingly went with Mercury and blew up his own 2 models to turn that plan
Yes.
off. And then he missed a 2 dice tap in on 4s into Minx for a free pass with Rage that would have set up a really good turn for Rage going into Mercury.
Punch compound 5 dice.
But yeah, that didn't work out.
So you are +1. Yeah, you're just
6
-1.
dice.
Yeah, 6 dice because you're +1 -1. Yeah, do it up.
What's with Benediction.
Benediction's attacks.
Yes,
Go.
Oh, nice.
that's
Momentous KD.
real good.
He's on the
That
floor.
helps a lot.
Yes, it does. Makes the Minx activation that much better. I think I understand why the Minx dodged in, and it's so that Mercury, if he has to drop a template, hits all of his own models.
Yes.
Or potentially it's all of his own models.
Hide in the crowd, basically.
Yes.
Punch Mercury.
Yeah, sounds good. Find cover. 6 dice.
6 dice on
4-1.
4-1.
One.
One
Ugh.
success, Benny. You got one
Use the
push.
push to just get you out.
It's pretty decent disengage.
Start right in.
Stand there and popping you. Yeah, that seems good.
Okay.
And then I'll spend that momentum to heal back to 19.
Okay. I feel like Smoke has,
Just lives a life full of
or
confusion.
Edwin's done a really good job of mitigating Smoke's activations. Where, I mean, Smoke obviously hasn't gone yet, but
Mercury's
Smoke really has a chance to pick on maybe the Snake, maybe Benediction, but nothing particularly amazing. You can still get some infuses off, get some damage on Benediction. But is it going to be a Mercury or is it going to be a Benediction? I mean, sorry, is it going to be Mercury into Benediction or is it going to be Smoke?
No, he didn't.
That's right. Yeah, you just didn't do anything. You just took it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why. I was like, you've got only the one attack. Let's just
Eat it and hope and pray. Yeah.
wanted to be sure I had that in case Mercury tries to get back in.
Yep. So. All right. Well.
It looks like Benediction's walked up to get Calculus. I didn't notice that the Calculus was in, but now Benediction is adding dice to Minx.
Can Minx take a calculus on this? -3 +1. It's -2 in Minx.
I think it's possible. It's not amazing. I think the best bet is probably have Minx go into compound to dodge out.
Mm-hmm.
And then set something up. Yeah, I mean, pretty much. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. That is a very close one. Probably in on Minx. If he sprints over there, and then could potentially get one attack. That's a close call. I think I was talking with you about this, Ducky. I think we were talking about how good of a player Edwin is, but how it's been a while since he's played, especially with like the online thing. And
Yeah.
I am very not surprised that he has made it into the finals watching his games.
Yeah, two homies is still pretty good though.
It is just a man when you're so used to seeing certain elements of the meta like Johnny around all the time or like the European meta, and then all of a sudden Australia's like surprise.
Yeah, we do something different now.
We got
Do
real
it.
good players too. Man, my Worlds journey has been real interesting. So I did just
Your what?
lose my Worlds journey playing Worlds.
Oh yeah.
I did just lose to Hayden last night. We played a very quick game of Yukai into Scalpel.
Poised.
But yeah, I had Chris Wedding in the first round, and it was a 12-9 affair of Corsair kicking into Steeljaw.
No hits. Go for it.
Mm-hmm. So we got a poised now, right?
Bonus time to 7.
Yes.
Yeah, sounds good. 7
That
dice
is the
roll.
poised into the Mercury.
Two
Ooh.
hits.
Momentous double push.
Yep, that is the double push there. Which way are you going to put him? Do you want to get closer to Minx or further away? Yeah, 12 months off. Yeah, at least offline. Yeah, I'm not sure what the... I mean, I don't know the Australian meta except the online players. So.
All right, well then I got a beaky keepy.
Oh, is Ed a New Zealander, not an Australian?
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll go for old guy.
Oh, and I guess Ed is also one of the players
1
that
dice, benedictions there.
Yeah.
would utilize clock very heartily.
Got her ass. 2 damage burning for her.
Edwin. Capital territory. No, he's in the capital. He is Australian. Capital territory.
Okay.
So you're going to end with 5 to 6 momentum. God, it's probably dead.
Close games are great. Ooh, he did do it. Did make Gutter a sad girl.
So Minx is going to go.
Okay, let's see what
I'll
happens.
spend 2 momentum and heal Gutter.
Oh yeah, she goes to 9.
Okay. Interesting choice there.
Uh-huh.
And attack into compound.
Yeah, I like that. -2 + 1. That's 4 dice.
4 dice.
Yeah, 4 dice into 2-1. Yeah, no reaction.
Ed is the Australian who always came second.
Momentous 2 dodge.
I believe so.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Will being the second. Will being the last world champion.
Coming in, so I'm just outside of 1 of calculus.
Okay, just outside of calculus. So we're trying to get out of flask here.
Wanting to see if I can get out of 1 of flask.
Not yet. Not yet, Mr. Ed.
Yeah.
Calculus. Yeah, either way.
I'll actually choose calculus. And out of flask, so yeah.
So you'd be -3 + 1. So you'd be on 3 dice. Oh no, he's gonna dodge out of flask. Okay. -2 + 1. So still the 4 dice.
Punch calculus.
Really?
Reactions. You are effectively -1 into.
Yep, 4 dice.
Yep. Ooh,
Oh wow.
Momentous 1 damage dodge.
that's really good. I mean, that's a bated breath, right? It's a 50-50. It's literally a coin flip. As long as that the second 4 turns over. I hate those when you're sitting on the edge and you're like, okay, I've got 4 dice. I need exactly this 50-50 to go off.
Yeah, that looks good for out of both of them.
Yeah. It's worth getting a judge call if they're concerned about it.
I can edge a little bit there.
1 second. I guess the easy way to check it is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so tight. I don't know if you'll be able to be out of,
I guess
like, be able to get through that.
you can
gate.
always
You can get
judge
there
call.
and be out of.
I
water.
believe he can get there.
Looks pretty clean to me.
At least from what I see, it looks like he can do it.
I think so too. Yeah, I think it looks doable. Do you want to call on that?
If they want to ask for a judge call, but I think he can get out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks out to me.
It looks out to me as well.
Yeah, she's going to swing into compound for 6 dice now.
5 dice.
Yep.
No, Catalyst is still there. It's 5 dice.
1 plus 2. Yep. Wait, five dice?
Your defense is below.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's plus 1 minus.
It's a knockdown compound. That
Knockdown,
is,
and the snare.
Okay, yep.
And then knockdown snared.
Yep.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah.
Yep, everything's good.
So 3 hits is the momentous 3 dodge.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Down to 2.
Buy another one into calculus.
Yeah, no reactions.
Okay. I think I can see what the.
So this is 4 dice, 3-1.
I can see what the plan is here. It's forming up for me. He's gonna
4 dice, 3-1, yep.
basically dodge
Wow.
around.
Yep.
Wow. Cool.
Momentous 3.
And a dodge, yeah. Dodge around, and what we're looking for next turn
Dodge.
is if he can go first, it's going to be try and kill calculus, and then throw an axe at compound and score a goal. I think that's what we're looking at.
So double takeout goal activation on Minx.
And Minx, yeah, I don't know if you get the double takeout though. But I think that's like what he's setting up for. Let's see. I think with Minx's benediction there, Minx can kill calculus. Can we kill calculus and compound in just 3 attacks?
Okay, so
I guess we have a back to the shadows to start it all out because we can get out of engagement stuff. Man, this is gonna be interesting.
there.
Okay. I guess I hadn't walked yet.
Not clone.
Oh, you still have your walkthrough, don't you? Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I can walk and then dodge. You can also just axe throw, attack calculus, and go and score a goal. It really depends. It really depends.
Curious if he still has a high card.
Box there. Were you happy with that?
I think that's. If I were to be called as a judge on that specific one, I think he can walk around or judge.
I'm looking to walking to the complete edge of
Catalyst with your
catalyst,
back to the shadows. Okay.
and then using back to the shadows to go for 4 inches.
I think you. Here, let me. You are just out there a little bit, so.
I still think
Yeah.
because it's within 1 of that
then
first
you
dodge
have
there.
1, 2.
Looks fairly doable to me.
I don't think you can clear the box with 4 inches because you have to.
What do you think, Scarrow? Have fun, Duck.
I think it should be doable.
Back down, so.
Okay, sounds good.
But as long as they don't
This
call
one
on
is
us,
within
you know.
2 of.
Yep,
Yep.
Yep, you're within 2 there then. Yeah, just at the edge.
Okay.
No, that is
They're gonna step it out.
the first one.
Mm-hmm.
I think you are going over the base right there.
Okay.
Yeah, you're you're going over calc space right there. Yeah, with like how tight it was before, I don't think you can get to the other side of the box and be in that gap.
I mean, measure it out, guys. Just finish measuring it out.
I think it's just a tiny bit too far.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
It's a
I guess
beautiful plan, though. I absolutely like. I love the possible 6-pointer you have set up then, or whatever.
8-pointer. Blast compound, blast calculus, score a goal. I'm pretty sure Minx can in two activations. In two activations do 7 damage to calculus on 3/1 with 5 dice. If you throw a bonus time, it's possible. It's in the realm of possibility.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
absolutely.
The other option is setting up like a gutter blaster.
Either way, Brian, I have to crash. I'm totally sleeping.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
3:30, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, you
I
go
think
get
you
go
can
get your 2.5
finish this up.
hours, and I will do my best.
Okay, so
It'll
if
be
they
me
will-
Thank
and
you
me
very
alone
much.
because Ducky's left.
shadows, just
Okay, have fun. Talk to you
one
soon.
each.
Bye.
Yeah, catch you later.
Move the ball.
Okay, so how are you doing
So-
that?
So, not moving, just back to the shadows, just getting into that nice little spot.
Okay,
of-
within one of all of them.
Yeah.
Okay,
'Cause
did she start within cat there? Within one of cat when she ended the turn?
No, she was outside of one of cat at the end of that.
Okay. Yep. Okay, sounds good. So, and it'll be at 4 mom then.
Okay. I see what the thing is.
4 mom.
Minx
is
at the end of the turn is outside of engagement of
Yeah,
Catalyst,
I
and
am
then
at full
dodges
momentum.
in to be engaging on Catalyst and Compound, just to set up
all right.
a
Cool.
potential 6
I
or
got
8-point play next turn.
response. Ready to go.
It's time for smoke. Let's do it, smoke. Only 4 momentum for Ed.
Sorry for
So-
taking so long on that one. It was
Oh no, it's pretty critical. I mean,
Depending on
it's
what
pretty
smoke
much like your
does
last
here.
chance to like pull something out of this or whatever. So, totally respect it. So
Yeah, let's see what smoke's gonna set up.
4.
So we're gonna see a dodge. No, not a dodge, a jog. The most important part of the turn. And then we gotta see how close we can get to everyone else with a smoke jump. The smoke trappy jobby. Is it the most you're gonna get out of smoke 2 momentum?
Looks like I can't get benediction and yeah boy.
At least not within 3 of
We'll just
smoke.
go up 2 inches if I'm already going up that high anyways. So.
That is a close one. Rough. Okay, heat. You, like the heat death of the universe, are gonna go away for now.
I don't think within this gap I quite get all of it, but what are you gonna do? Okay, yeah, so I will to get there. So we'll sprint smoky cloud poof up to here.
Yep.
Sprint, smoky cloud, poof up to there. What are you doing
Okay,
for us, Smoke
I
Man?
will- let's see.
Smoke WAN. Away we go. Infusing at. I think. Let's see. You're gonna get up to 2 as long as Edwin has. It depends on who's got this last 7. Because Smoke is gonna get 2 more momentum, and it could be a tie and a roll off. The game could come down to a roll off here. That'd be really
Yeah, so I'm
crazy.
gonna shoot gutter. 2 dice needing a 4 and take
Yep,
that
I like shooting gutter
Yep.
here. Ooh,
Sad days. We'll
man,
play
these
gutter
misses
again.
have been crucial.
Gutter on that one, so 3 damage.
Okay, so gutter will end the turn, going it down to 5.
And then that is the
And
end of
Minx is
turn.
going down to 10, and Benediction is going to
Within 2,
16.
So I go up to 3 mom. So then I'll hit the new turn button. Clear all
I'll
of
just
that.
clear all these auras.
Actually, hold on 1 second. I might heal Smoke there. Let me think about that for a second before we get to whatever, because I'm at 1 currently.
Yep.
So you would have. So you're. Oh God. Okay, that was scary for a second. Everything shifted.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'd be at 2, you'd be at 4.
Now, I'm sure we can take care of the
Yeah, I can't heal her, unfortunately.
end of turn damage.
She takes 2. Smoke takes 1. Benny takes 3, and Minx takes 1.
Gutter taking 1, Minx taking 1, and Benny taking 3 because he heals first and then takes the damage. And he already is at full.
All right, we hit the new turn, and then I'll play this card here.
So it looks like Edwin is pretty assured in the card that he's got, which is likely a 6. Ooh, not.
Nice. I get to go first.
Okay.
I will go first. Oh God, I thought you had the other fucking 7.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. Oh baby. Okay.
I only saw the
Well-
1-7, and then everything else was 4 or below. And I was like,
Oh damn.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I
right.
saw the
Having 1 4 or below, or 1 7,
Yeah.
and the rest 4 or belows.
So we'll
Because if this
sort it
is,
out anyways.
if it's a 5 or a 6, it's either a roll off or a win. If it's a 7, it's an absolute win. And then Minx gets to go first.
And I saw none of the 5s.
Cards
so
being super
that
crucial
means, like,
here.
both 5s and the 7 are buried. Jesus.
Both 5s
So,
and the 7 are
okay,
buried.
well, yeah,
That's
I'll
amazing.
go first. Yeah, we'll give a full stack to you and a full
Okay, it
stack
looks
to
like,
you,
yeah,
and
Catalyst
see how it
could kill either
goes.
Minx or Gutter here.
Actually, yeah, that's fine. So that's 7. I
This
guess
is,
gonna
it's just a
have
kind of a, it's
5
dealer's choice.
sets.
Which way are you going, Catalyst? You do have to hit 5 successes with only 9 dice on a 4-1. That's not insanely easy with Catalyst, or you walk away, take a parting blow,
That's my allocation.
which is damage, but
Rage
then
comes in.
you do have to sprint away to get to Gutter, so you'll only have 2 attacks on
4
Gutter,
on Minx, 4 on Gutter.
unless you go Smoke.
She lives.
I
4 on
think it's probably a
Benediction.
first activation
So that's
Smoke
12,
to
1
just
on Hemlock.
double
So
infuse
that's
Gutter. You're going for 2 out of 3 times, hitting on 4s. It's not terrible. Yeah, I mean,
Well, Mr. Cat will go first. We'll bind
okay.
back into Minx
I might have gone
anyways.
Smoke. Because the 4-1 on Minx is dead.
No.
Alright, 9 dice into a 4-1.
Yep. What is your result, Mr. Johnny Boy?
4 hits will be the mom 2 up to 3.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, you don't need to get a kill necessarily,
We'll punch you again bonus time.
because killing compound and calculus is not a guarantee, especially since compound Compound will have resilience to start, so that
6
is
hits,
that also puts
that's-
a kibosh on the 8-point play that I was
Yeah, I will
calculating
take the
earlier.
ground pound, dealing 2 damage to compound, taking him out. So
Yep.
Minx takes 6
Ah,
and
yes,
a knockdown.
very nice.
Roll the last hit.
Yep, and then I'll bonus time this last one. 10 dice into a 3-1.
Yep,
And then that's game.
blast it.
Hell of a fucking game, dude. That was
Yeah.
That was
really
an excellent
because if you
game.
get that turn there, I think it really makes it like super tight there.
Mm.
And yeah,
Well, 6. Good work.
oh yeah, yeah. Well, thank you. Yeah.
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 I think just missing the kick into Minx definitely.
Yeah, that was huge.
That,
Yeah, like if
yeah,
you're not
that
getting
was
the
a
raid
big turning
charged-
point where we were just duking it out that little bit, and then I was like, that missed kick. Suddenly, I had to start clawing again, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, so something that you could have possibly done there is you could have had you could have red furied Minx into a flask being within 1 or whatever.
3.71. So
Really?
okay.
Okay, because it looked like it was kind of going over a little on calculus. I'm surprised that it's. Wow. Okay. Well, good to know, I guess. Okay.
But it was one of those ones of we were. It was tight. It was both. I was happy with his call. I was happy with it. I was pushing
Yeah.
something very tight, which I didn't know I could do. So I didn't.
Yeah, I
when
didn't
it
know
was
that either, actually. So
when it wasn't able to be done, I was like, okay, let's work out something else.
I don't know if it changes much, because then if Minx is there, smoke. Yeah, smoke.
Yeah,
hits the
Catalyst just
gutter or whatever.
nukes gutter. Yeah.
Yeah, then it's like destroy gutter or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then it ends up being the same. So. I tried. Well, yeah, I mean, I hit the 1, and then if he was at 2, then I mean,
Yeah.
what do you want from me? I tried. I whiffed the first one.
But no.
Yeah, missing both of the bonus time blinds into Minx too really got me good, because I don't think Minx.
No,
did
you got
really
one of them. You only missed one blind.
The first
You-
turn, and then the turn. And, yeah, because I rolled.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got 2 double 3s. Yeah. So that was. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah.
Thanks everyone for watching this. I'm gonna get the recording over, and best of luck in to Chris and Steve in their game on Sunday. Catch you back then.